You are listening to Open Mic Live. This is Rio Paris. This is one of the greatest podcasts in the universe. Make sure you stay tuned in. Open Mic, the show.com. It's Open Mic, the show.com. OpenMic.com. OpenMic.com. Open Mic the show.
Warning, the following program may contain moments of great personal reflection, sudden and striking realizations, things you should not try at home, the truth about cats and dogs, incomplete thoughts, rambling gibberish, completely ridiculous opinions, winning lottery numbers, things you could really care less about, barking dogs, and unfortunately, Mike and Stan.
Who likes to be silly? I like to be silly.
What kind of radio show is this?
This town needs an enema.
It's about to get all stupid up in here!
Get up,
Welcome to the show. Happy Groundhog Day. It's another stupid American holiday. Thanks. I think, what is it? What's his name? Alexi Phil. He's about 50-50, just like all the other meteorologists. So
That's not the original Phil.
that's not the original Phil?
There's like 20 dead groundhogs somewhere.
We got no mic. There we are.
No.
All right. Welcome to
So they just started hearing me talk about a dead Punxsutawney Phil. Perfect.
Phil died. Happy Groundhog
Nailed
Day.
it.
Phil's dead. Welcome to Open Mic Live, all over the internet, IRM broadcast, No Name Network, everywhere else we are. You can find us at openmictheshow.com every Thursdays at 7. Every Thursdays. All of them. Every one of them.
Well spoken.
There you can get involved, get in our chat board, find our past shows, our present shows, and our future shows. I don't know how that works yet, but I'll figure it out. What's going on in today's show? How to get our future shows.
I'm supposed to follow that?
Yeah.
How do I follow that?
I'm the leader, buddy.
So today's show, we have in the studio with us comedian Matt Fernandez.
Hello.
The hilarious Matt
thanks,
Fernandez.
man.
We've seen you a couple times. You are downright funny, brother.
Oh, shucks.
Thanks
I
for
appreciate
joining
it,
us.
man. Oh, thanks for having me.
He will be
It's hard for me to look at myself.
Is it?
It's like
Do we need
shining a light on me.
It's backwards if that helps.
I'm so girthy.
You do have panorama, right? Shit happen. But he will be playing games against you guys. Tyree's Trivia and Stanley Feud, everybody's favorite game. And we will be talking. We're going to start today off with jobs, like stupid jobs we've had that we've either liked or hated. Like I've had some bad jobs that I liked, like delivering pizzas. You know, I used to deliver pizzas. It seems like a sucky job until people invite you into a party and you smoke you out, and then you go back and get the next pizza, or they, big tips. And
Does that happen? Like, did you get it?
Did you ever get robbed?
never got robbed.
Really?
No.
Did you ever get the
man.
No,
naked-
because I knew enough to play Snoop Dogg when I was riding through the hood.
Sure. Why not?
Yes.
But-
You won't get robbed as a white boy riding through the
I feel
hood.
like that. Yeah, they would want to rob you more.
Okay, so I just got lucky. I don't know what to tell you.
What about the nude girl or nude guy answering the door?
No, I did have. Well, the thing about that is, it's like going to a nudist colony. That
done
chick
that.
is not the one you want to see. The one that comes to the door with her, with her teddy wide open and shit. You know what I mean? It's
Her
not
teddy.
quite the right.
I haven't heard that word since '98. The teddy.
I'm 43
Not
years old. Leave me
lingerie.
alone. 98. You were 13.
Well, good. Then I'll bring up a reference. For then. It's like instead you see something about Mary's, the old lady in there with the saggies.
Right, exactly. But that's what, or like Kingpin. You paying the rent. How's that picture? But I mean, I really did like that job. It seems like a sucky ass job, but it wasn't that bad until you drop the sauce on the floor and the carpet and all that shit. You know what I mean? And they
So you were a bad pizza delivery man. That's why
I was
that's
high.
Why, that's why you liked it.
Exactly.
You were terrible at it.
Exactly. Tips were big. You know what I mean?
Just the tip.
How about you? I mean, did you have any jobs that sucked or were bad that you liked?
I did tree trimming, and I was the grunt guy.
Yeah,
So
fuck
I
that.
wasn't trimming anything. I was hauling the shit in pants in the middle of summer. Yeah, no, not for me at all.
Tree trimming and roof work I would not want to do in Florida.
No.
It's just too goddamn hot.
It is.
I mean, how about you, Matt?
I worked. I don't know if I had it. I worked at a $1 place for a little while. That was fun. I was the mail boy though, so that kind of sucked.
The mail boy.
And when you deliver the mail, you have to take it to the players in the locker room, and you just see a bunch of naked dudes like every day. It just becomes the norm. It's totally weird, but it was also cool because it was, I'm a Bucks fan.
I mean, after hearing that, I'll take the saggy tits with the open teddy. To be quite honest with you. I mean, that seems like not a terrible job. Did you get to meet the players and shit? Or is it just like
that was the coolest part. I used to work construction, but again, not outside. I did that for like 3 months, and I was like,
here in Florida?
Yeah.
Not outside. You did construction inside. So
no, outside. Yeah, outside.
Oh.
It sucked.
What kind of construction?
Like pipe laying, like digging ditches and shit.
Oh, really?
Real dumb work.
Real
grunt dumb work.
Pipe laying. Thanks a lot. I'm a plumber.
I was like,
appreciate that. No, good looking out.
No, that's
Next thing is going to be mama jokes. What the hell's wrong with you? I mean, those you only had 2 jobs all your life?
I don't know all my jobs.
You don't know? I didn't really work at them fuckers. They just paid me. I mean, I've done garbage. I've ridden on the back of a garbage truck.
What does that mean? I've done garbage?
No, me. No, not like pick through it for dinner.
I've done garbage. I don't know what that means. Be more specific.
It's a Florida thing.
I've ridden on the back of a garbage truck up north in the snow. That shit sucks. That's a bad job. That's a stinky freaking job.
But now it's not terrible because you got the old claw and you don't have to get out.
Yeah, that is true. But back then, you had to actually jump off the back and,
And it all smells the same. Collective garbage has that one distinct smell.
Garbage.
Yes.
Not true.
No?
You go to a slaughterhouse and empty those dumpsters. Ugh. It's not the same smell. I assure you of that.
Well, that's not human garbage.
Or have the guy that you're riding with, that you're the new guy, and you get off to go grab the can, and here comes this dog that he knew was going to come. So you run and climb up to the top of the fucking garbage truck like it's a, gym set, and he's laughing his ass off, and this dog's just going, bah, 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 bah. That sucks.
Was it a lot like Men at Work? Do you ever see that movie, Men at Work?
I've seen it. I don't remember.
Charlie Sheen movie? Oh, they used to play pranks on each other.
No, the best
I'm thinking of Dirty Work, not Men at Work.
No, Charlie Sheen before he drank the tiger blood.
Dirty Work. Is it?
That was
McDonald.
Yeah, Norm Macdonald and Artie Lang.
No, the only prank we played was, and I didn't approve, even though I was laughing my ass off, was we went to pick up at a church, you know what I mean? Well, they had an old piano out there. So we had to get the piano up in the back of the truck. Well, all these little kids in their private school outfits are standing there, and they want to watch this piano get crushed.
Where's the story going?
You're going to... We got them wet. So they're standing. It rained the night before, so the whole bottom of the truck was full of water. Dirty, nasty water. So as soon as you crush that thing and it drops back down,
like
it just
orange?
splattered every one of them with freaking dirty, nasty water. Gross. That's the only prank I was a part of as far as that goes.
We did
you gave kids E. coli. Good one.
Well, this was before E. coli.
Sweet Hep C. Good luck.
That was before Purell, so the bacteria. I worked at a chicken restaurant, and at the end of the night, you had to scrape the grill down, so all you got was chicken sludgy grease. That was pretty rank.
I never did fast food.
No?
I worked at Pizza Hut for a little bit, but I didn't deliver pizzas. I was 15, and I just worked the phones.
So was everything in there frozen coming from the manufacturer? That's ridiculous.
Right.
That's ridiculous.
Right, he was that cat that when you said, I want extra pepperoni, we can't give you extra pepperoni. Right?
We have to charge you the $1.50, sir.
That's not part of the
way
free
around
items.
it.
I don't understand. How are you out of a
Extra
bazone?
pepperoni counts as 2.
Makes no sense.
I mean, I did yard work. That's the only job I've ever walked off of. I'm not. Yeah, running the weed eater. I can't. You can keep that shit,
Florida
bro.
manual labor. Don't come here if you want to do manual
in Florida.
labor. Yeah,
no,
it's
hell
terrible.
no.
It's the worst.
And the pay's not worth it.
I mean,
No.
you do pools.
Uh-huh.
That's kind of manual labor, but you're near pools. You wear swim trunks to work.
In 20 minutes, I'm back in the AC truck, so I can drive to the next stop.
What do you do?
What do you do with pools?
I mean, it's
You build pools?
no. I just clean them.
You
I just
pool builder?
clean and service. No, that's 8
That would be
hours.
awesome.
That's a 12-hour day job. I've never built a pool.
Okay.
Not interested. I'll do my job. I'll take my pay for doing that.
He cleans
You're
them.
Yes.
He's right. Why is it that imports clean houses and buildings, and it's always old white men or white guys that clean
I was going to
pools?
say, are you like banging any like 50-year-old white women?
That's what I'm wondering.
That's the one thing that, at least on my point of view, I've never seen that happen.
No.
I've never seen the lady come to the door. Now, I've heard stories, but as far as I know, it's people elaborating. I've never seen it.
Well, I hope you do one day.
That'd be nice.
From my heart to yours.
I really do.
I want to go ahead and welcome some people in.
I hope
on
that for you.
Facebook Live, we got Christy George, Sean Kremenard, Oz Golden, Jeff Frederick, Christina Vedito, John Jacobs. We also
John
have
Jacobs. Fuck that guy.
you dirty bastard. We've had him in. He's actually pretty fun, bro. He's
I
cool.
know. I love
know you love him. I know you're kidding. Jesus,
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't take things seriously.
Okay.
Did you catch any of his Gasparilla video?
No, but I've seen a whole bunch of him driving in a car like this with freaking Super Big Macs and shit.
That video I saw. I didn't see the one from Gasparilla.
The kid's a
pretty
danger to
funny.
himself.
The first guy wanted to pick a fight with him for no reason because he was just super drunk.
Yeah. Jacobs just has one of those faces.
You want to punch?
Yeah.
Every time I see your face, I want to punch it. But yeah, we got Nitas on the board. We got LM Deo, KCH, whoever the hell that is, Nitwit, Gobble, and Deo and Nitas. Welcome, guys. This is Matt Fernandez. Matt, say hi to everybody.
Hi, Gobble.
Gobble.
You said it. You said it really well.
Thank you.
Gobble.
Stop talking.
Somebody said they couldn't hear me, so I was just making sure. Nope, I got it. I'm fixed now.
Why would they tell you that? They should be grateful.
That's a good point.
They were like,
I wasn't supposed to be heard. My mic was off.
it was?
No.
You guys run a really professional show, guys. Well done.
Wait, just wait. Just wait. No.
Oh, we're at the peak of our game. I don't know what you're talking about. We've got a new banner. What the hell else do you want, bro?
This is the least of our problems.
Right? Exactly. So anyway, you're a Twitter guy, right?
Yeah.
Let's just be honest. You're a
Sure.
Twitter guy. You're all about the Twitter.
Yeah, I like Twitter.
So
most of the time.
I tried getting into Twitter, and everyone wants me to, and I know I need to.
You don't have one for the show?
We do.
Oh, okay.
I'm trying to be more aggressive with my usage of it because I don't go in there. You know what I mean? I just don't. I don't know why.
It's for me when they started adding like your friend's friend posted this when they started saturating my feed, I kind of turned away because there's just so much going on.
They don't do that anymore. They'll just show you like 4 or 5 of like the people who you do the most, interact the most with, and then they'll be like the normal timeline.
I don't
know what
interact
you're
with
talking
anybody though, so that sucks. So I just see what people's friends posted.
It's
What's wrong with that?
I don't like them. I didn't
You
follow
don't like
them.
anybody's. You don't like your own
I know, but I
friends.
at least follow the people.
I've
that
been
I
on
follow.
Twitter since 2010, so it's not like I'm killing it or anything. It took me 7 years
to figure it out.
Yeah.
And you got to stay ahead. You got to stay with the changes. Once
It's
it makes
true.
a change, it's like Facebook.
Oh,
if
it's
you're not
exactly
with the
like
changes,
Facebook,
then
yeah.
you're like me and tune out of that too.
Right.
Like the
I'm
show.
tuned out.
Everybody's
Yep,
just
everybody's
tuned
just tuned out. By the way, follow us on Facebook. Who cares?
See if you can find them on Twitter. Good luck.
Oh no, we're there. See if we respond.
Oh, I'll like you back or whatever it is. Follow you back.
You don't even know what's going on.
Like we're passing notes in school. I like you back. What is that?
Check yes or no. Is that not a thing? Oh, that's
No.
what I'm going to do. I'm going to do paper note instead of Facebook. Just
Oh, dude, that's how we should start keeping score. We'll have one of those.
so 1, 2, 3,
Oh, do you guys
4.
know how to make those?
Was it MASH or
Did they
no?
still have those when you
Fortune
were?
tellers? Yeah.
Did they really?
Yeah.
Did you have one?
No. I don't know how to make them, or I would just only make them all day, every day.
Paper footballs and these fucking
Yep.
things that I have everywhere.
Oh, paper footballs.
I'm making one. I can't make one.
That's
I'll have
doable.
someone make one.
You can figure that out. It's just a triangle.
Yeah, you just right,
There's
you
not
keep-
like moving parts.
I got duct tape. It's fine.
Right, it's the only thing easier than a paper airplane.
Yeah.
But Mike came up with one. Ben Affleck won't direct the new Batman. He says he can't simultaneously act and direct at a high level, so he'll just focus on not acting at a high level.
Yeah.
Have you seen that one on there?
That's
actually
it.
Have
pretty
I
good.
seen that? What are you
That's
talking
it.
about? Yeah, I saw it when I wrote it.
Like I said, I don't go to Twitter.
Did you see what you wrote? Well, that was one that you actually you reposted to Facebook.
Yeah, yeah.
And I like the other one because I read it exactly how you wanted me to read it with the Babe Ruth.
Oh, that was.
I was like, yeah, he's pointing the bat up, and then he go ahead and read that
How the hell do you know how he wanted you to read it?
because it was
It's all guesswork.
funny.
You're kidding me.
Thanks,
So
man.
that one, do you remember who wrote this? No.
Ugh.
You got to hand it to Trump. He's doing everything he said he would, just like when Babe Ruth called his home run, then chased all the Muslims out of the stands with his bat. I don't understand what you're talking about. I'm confused right now.
I just envisioned Babe Ruth running.
Yeah, just pointing, and then it turns out he was pointing at a child in the stands, and he just goes up there and whoops his ass with a bat.
What do they wear? The beanies or no? That's Jewish. What's the
Yarmulke?
towel? We'll just call it a towel. What's the actual
Wow.
name?
Well,
It's just a towel and shit.
a turban.
That one.
Or
It starts with a T. It's close.
I don't know. Johnny Quest. What are we
Daishiki.
talking about?
Johnny Quest for a turban?
No,
Indian
his
friend did.
Indian friend did.
Yeah. Sim Salabim.
It's
I need to
native.
watch
It's
more
Native
Johnny
American.
Quest, I guess.
Yeah, you should. It's
Should I?
great.
Twitter and Johnny Quest. I'm right now. I'm in.
That's why you become a comedian, so you can just eat cereal, make footballs.
So that's why I didn't become a
that's
comedian
true.
because we have him.
Have you tried it?
What, being a comedian?
Yeah.
Everyone wanted me to, and I decided to just get behind this microphone and hide.
Okay.
I'll let you guys be funny, and I'll just talk to you. Yeah, everyone. Oh, you have no idea. I was begged and begged and begged and begged by people around me to go up there and try to do open mics and do this.
Did you beg him?
crap. He was one of the people that tried to encourage me. Yes.
I think you should, but I understand. Like, I don't stand on stage, but I can write okay, and he doesn't feel that he can write okay.
I could deliver the jokes. I can't write them. I'm not a joke writer. It's much easier for me to feed off of a natural conversation than it is for me to write a joke.
And
You
that's
follow what I'm
hard.
saying?
I've seen those comedians, and they're not always a hit.
No, but
So-
the ones who are good are really like
The ones,
are
right?
really
Exactly. I'd be better at an improv type situation than I would a written joke. You know what I mean? But you got to have a base. You can't just go up there and go, "All right, who can I pick on next?" You know what I mean?
It's
You
like
can't
a
do
cold
that.
call. You can't run in there cold calling everybody.
So acceptance is key. Pretty much is what's going on here.
That's cool.
It's not that I wouldn't like to
It's
try
good.
it.
It's good that you know yourself, and if you don't think you're going to be good, don't do it.
I think I could do it. I just don't think I could. I could structure it. You know what I mean? Like if you wrote me some jokes, I'd go use them. Would you do that?
No,
I'm just kidding.
fucking coward. No, I won't do that.
You know what? I'm sick of picking on me. Let's play a game.
Shall we play a game?
Pop quiz, hot shot.
Because he broke the rules. What rule?
You did it! You did it! I knew you would! I just knew you would!
Let's just do it. Let's meet this thing head on. And you were in it to win it.
All right, this week's Tyree's trivia is simple. I went true or false. Let's get some music going. True or false this week. So if you don't know how to do true or false, then you might want to play another game some other time.
So this is the first time I've looked at his trivia because I keep the score. I think it's kind of, I don't know if it's rude or ironic that all the questions are about food.
It was the one survey that I just copied and pasted.
Okay,
It had
go ahead.
nothing. It was complete coincidence.
Well researched. Go ahead.
What are you talking about? All right, first question. There are more Subways worldwide than McDonald's and Wendy's combined. True or false?
False.
Oh, you got it. We need points.
Oh, do I have to? Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's right. Throw the ball.
Throw a ball.
Throw the ball at the board. That was a bullseye. That's 25.
All right, 25.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't worry. You'll get 6 more. Or 5 more.
Fucking false. There's so many McDonald's. This is.
How many apostrophes in that? So we got falses and trues all over the board. Everybody's 50-50. We got a hola. Or is that a hola? False, true, false, true, false, true. Dad Deo.
What's up, Smitty? Dad Dale, what's up?
Smitty on the board.
There's always a Smitty.
Yeah.
Shitty ass.
What up, Smitty?
You can catch Smitty on another show tomorrow night. 9,
Gobble said
9
true.
p.m. Right here on IRM Podcast. All right. True or false, there are more Subways worldwide than McDonald's and Wendy's combined. That answer is true.
Fucking liar.
I agree.
Well, he uses the onion, bro. It's pretty reliable.
No, I don't. I use BuzzFeed. Next question is worth how many points?
Yes, this is interactive.
1.
I'm all about peaks and valleys.
All right. A large order of Five Guys fries has almost 2 times as many calories as a hamburger from McDonald's.
Just a regular hamburger?
As a hamburger
Oh,
from
yeah,
McDonald's.
that's true. Those Five Guys fries are disgusting. They're like grease sponges. Shout out to Five Guys.
But so a large
Shout
order
out
of
to
Five
Five
Guys
Guys.
fries has 2 times as many calories as a hamburger from McDonald's. 2 times.
I would say like 5 times. The whole bottom of the bag is weird. Shit's gross.
Uh-oh.
What'd you do?
It's what I didn't do.
We got trues all down the board.
Okay. Well,
everyone knows.
I admit that this was a little bit tricky, but pay attention. A large order of Five Guys fries has almost 2 times as many calories. The answer is actually false, and Matt, you're right. It's 5 times.
I gave Matt the point because he said I would guess it was 5
I know,
times.
he nailed that.
I don't care if he said false or not true or not.
Plus,
he nailed exactly what it was.
It was only a point. That's fine. All right, next question is worth how many points?
10.
Is it 10? All right. Pizza Hut was the first brand to get 5 million likes on their Facebook page. Pizza Hut was the first brand to get 5 million likes on their Facebook page.
It's weird. I don't even know where to begin. I'll say it's true just because I have no idea.
This one, I know. I was trying to think of brands. I don't know who would be famous, but Walmart is just a giant brand. But I wouldn't think that they would have 1 million likes because they have just as many haters.
I'm trying to think of who would get likes really, but maybe like Pizza Hut ran some kind of thing where if you like this something,
like our page and you get a free pizza.
I don't know.
That's frozen.
It's plausible.
Always frozen.
The dough just comes like that. Here's a frozen circle. Make it a pizza.
Frozen circle.
That's just a Tostitos pizza. I don't understand.
Welcome, John Caminor III. So the board is split between falses and trues.
Well, that's usually how it works.
I feel like they can Google it.
They can. They can cheat.
Don't be that guy.
We don't give them any prizes, so
We can always tell who's Googling because of the last person that answered.
Because they Googled the sheet that I copied this from.
Right, because the nothing that you win from this is worth Googling and cheating over.
It's true. We try and keep this really lowbrow.
Perfect. I'm on the right show.
Yeah, you couldn't tell.
All right. Pizza Hut was the first brand to get 5 million likes on their Facebook page. That was false. It was Starbucks, so I guess they would have made more money giving away a free cup of coffee if you like our page.
I'm not surprised that it's... I would have believed either of those.
Right, exactly.
I wonder where Foursquare, who was the first Foursquare, and who was the last?
Nothing got 5 million likes on Foursquare.
Still to this day.
Well, I think I've scored 5 million points on Foursquare. Played that shit for years.
All right, next question is worth how many points? That was a 15. All right, Chick-fil-A is closed on Sundays for religious reasons. True or false?
True.
They even have it on their...
they hate the gays.
They do, but they'll still cater to them.
Oh, sure. I mean, they brought that money.
Yeah, that's right. We got true. Still split over here. What's Facebook like? Split there?
Yeah, the people that aren't answering are split.
Well, I mean, 0 to 0 is a
So
split.
we got a bunch of trues. And Deo and Dad Deo both said false. They're the only falses on the board so far.
If it's false, they cheated.
They were the first ones to answer. That's how you can tell. Like when the answer comes in quick, you know damn well they didn't.
I used to be able to do Nitwit TV. He does he'll do a song, and then it's a weird way to do Battleship. It's really fun, but you got to answer. Like he'll play the video, and you got to answer who it is. So I used to have like a double window set up for when I heard the lyrics or something, so I could pull that. But I'm not good anymore.
I tried SoundHound, but my phone sucks, so it didn't work.
Now I have
well.
Frontier, and it doesn't work that fast.
Frontier. That's a step up from like fucking PCS wireless or whatever that shit was.
All right. So Chick-fil-A is closed on Sunday for religious reasons. That is actually false. We all know it's closed on Sundays, but it's actually not because of church. The founder first opened Chick-fil-A's doors on Tuesday and was so exhausted by the time Sunday rolled around that he closed the store down, and that tradition stopped.
That's some bullshit.
That's what I swear it was
That's
religious.
what they tell people so they don't have to say,
Right. You're going to hell.
Yeah. God doesn't want us to make chicken today.
Dad Deo says they're atheists.
He says
they
not
might
true.
be. Next question. Worth how many points, Matt? $16. All right.
I'm out of balls.
McDonald's was originally a barbecue place in San Bernardino, California.
I'm going to say false. I feel like they started with burgers.
Burgers, and took them forever before they actually opened up breakfast.
They've tried... The ones in Japan have like tacos and crazy shit.
Oh, they have sushi.
Mixed spaghetti.
They actually care about their customers over there.
Mixed
No,
spaghetti.
they don't.
Yeah, they do.
Nobody cares about their customers. They care about money.
No, it's all about customers.
McDonald's has the shittiest burger in the world, and yet they make more money than all the other burger places.
Because it costs them 2 cents.
Right.
It's half corn, which is subsidized by the government.
Plus, they're everywhere, and they have great marketing.
They are everywhere.
It's volume.
Their commercials, that jingle. Ronald McDonald. They just know what they're doing down there at McDonald's.
They got to figure it out.
I always like
We're going to make people eat this shit. Well, look, we have a cartoon clown.
Hey, look, a McRib. A McRib, it's got to be rib, right?
It's shaped like rib. Huh?
That looks like a rib bone. Is that a bone?
We put pickles on it. Why not?
And then they ruin it with onions.
I don't know. I always wanted to go get my Burger King crown and then go to McDonald's and play on the playground.
I missed the playground. McDonald's had the best playground.
That's what you want to do. Down a quarter pounder.
Play in a Petri dish?
Let's go play.
My kid's meal never had a quarter pounder.
All right, McDonald's was originally a barbecue place in San Bernardino, California. That is true. They served slow-cooked pork, ham, and beef. And then they decided to make some money. Next question. Let's do a score update. This is the last question.
Endale with 62, LM with 35, Gabo with 25, Matt with 1, Smitty and Jingo with 10.
Hold on, what?
Dad Dale with 15.
What just happened? You say I have 1 point? Get the fuck out of here.
And that was a pity
I
point.
I figured he was throwing it. I don't want the people
What's
to be
the
mad at me.
record low score? Because I'm going to get it.
You're
Right
about
now,
to set
it's
that
one.
shit.
Yes.
Mitos and Cameron are the third with 12. So the last one is worth double. So 22 points for the last
points. The first Kentucky Fried Chicken was in Utah. True or false?
I'm going to say true. The guy was from Kentucky. It doesn't mean the chicken has to be from there.
Exactly.
Was he even from Kentucky?
Oh, yeah. I've been to his grave.
Have you?
Oh, yeah. I was in Louisville for a weekend doing shows, and I was like, I'm going to go see Colonel Sanders' grave.
Did you really?
Yeah, it's beautiful. It has its like headstone, and it's got his bust on it, like a Hall of Fame trophy. It's
That's
awesome.
pretty
Like a real colonel? Like he really owned slaves? Is that what he looked like?
Why do you think the chicken was so good?
The original barbecue.
That's where Dave from Wendy's, he started it.
He owned slaves?
No, he just prostituted his daughter out.
He did. He pimped his daughter hard. He did.
No, he
Dave from Wendy's.
Dave from Wendy's.
Oh,
I believe he started out with Kentucky Fried Chicken and then he branched out to Wendy's.
really?
Yep.
He did all right for himself.
No, I would say so.
He's dead now, but you know.
And his daughter's not pretty. His daughter's not the real Wendy in the commercial.
Oh yeah, I remember that. It came out. She was actually in a commercial, and then they were like, "No more commercials."
Who's that? No, yeah, let's put this pretty young girl in. Sorry. All right. The first Kentucky Fried Chicken was in Utah. Is that true or false? The answer is true.
Smith calls you out. He says false. It was Maryland.
The Colonel did start cooking and selling fried chicken in Kentucky, but the first restaurant was in Salt Lake City.
I like
So what do we got? We got a Google battle.
I don't give a damn what the guests say. Your answer is gold.
That's what I thought. This is Tyree's trivia. I don't know who the hell answered that.
This is our show, bitch.
That's right. Redneck and Eyes.
Thank you.
So did we have a winner?
Yes, Endeo wins with 84, maybe the highest score we've ever seen in this.
I didn't get one.
You know, you ended up with 22 because
You got 23.
23, yeah.
And the final question, the Tyree breaker. I like that. It's staying. How many subways are there in the world? There's 33,749. All right, that was a...
Woo! Thanks for keeping it.
33,000.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right, we are going to take a break. When we come back, more with Matt Fernandez.
You want to say my Twitter handle? You fuck.
We got rid of John, so you're going to insult the guest instead. Great.
That was a tongue twister. Matt Fernandez.
Hey, thanks for coming in, bro.
Yeah, it was great.
Well, we were going to talk to Matt, but he's out.
More with me pretending to be Matt Fernandez. We'll be back. Are you looking?
What's going on, guys? You're listening to Open Mic Live. I am JB Ball. Well, I'm not hosting it. What's going on, guys? This is JB Ball from Comedy Central and MTV. You're listening to Open Mic Live.
I think stereotypes are a lot of fun. You gotta stop looking at stereotypes as so taboo and really start trying to use them to our advantage. Like putting every missing child on a milk carton was probably a mistake. You've essentially put all your eggs in one basket. Doesn't make any sense. It should be delegated according to ethnic stereotype. Like, sure, he doesn't get found on a carton of milk, but throw a little Julio Espinosa on a can of Goya beans. I bet he gets found muy rapido.
Welcome back to Open Mic Live. In studio with us now, and for the whole show, Matt Fernandez. Thanks for joining us, Matt.
Sure, man. That was weird listening to myself.
we like to throw things at you.
I was like, ugh.
Right, and we like to find clips that are like 2 years
Oh,
old.
yeah, that's an old clip.
Yeah, we do that to everyone, and they're like, where the hell did you find
I don't even sound like that anymore.
Right. Well, anyway, thank you for coming in. Like you said, I appreciate that.
Thanks for the food.
Yeah, no problem. That
Shout out
food
to
is-
that taco spot. Well, I don't know where it is.
Tacos Gone Mobile is the name of the place, and
Shout out to that
they
place.
actually give it to us for you guys.
Oh, well, thank you. It was delicious.
It's donated. Because if it wasn't, you wouldn't have it. Pretty much. So anyway, we do appreciate you coming in. You're a busy guy. You're a hard guy to get in here. We've been trying for a long
I had to
time.
reschedule a couple times. I felt bad after every time, too.
But you made it.
But I made it.
We do appreciate that.
Yeah, definitely. I heard how fun this show was.
Have you really?
Yeah, and I heard you play a lot of games, so I was like, yeah, that sounds.
Yeah,
that
I
sounds.
like games.
That sounds easy. I'm fucking,
Until you realize you had to throw freaking sticky balls at a dartboard.
That was fun too.
So Matt, let's start with the basics. You're 31, right?
Yeah.
Born in 85. Mike, when were you born?
Are we gonna do a full-on biography?
79.
No. This is quick. Just get people to know who you are, what's going on around you. So you're from the area?
Yeah.
Have you ever lived anywhere else?
No, I was born in Denver, but I moved here like 3 months after that.
Oh, so you're 3 months old?
Yeah.
So
I grew up here.
So you had a lot of experiences in Denver then?
No, I've been back.
Oh, have you?
Yeah.
Did you enjoy it?
Yeah.
Do you have family over there?
No, I just went.
Just went back to
It was
hang
like
out?
going back to the motherland. I had to see.
Is that what it was?
Yeah, I had to see what it was like. It was great though. I love that city.
How long did you go back for? A couple weeks or something?
About a week.
Really?
Yeah.
Was it during the winter, summer?
No, it was in August. It was gorgeous.
Oh, really? Was it?
Right after weed was legalized.
Oh, really?
This dude's
Don't worry about him,
shit.
bro.
Let's fucking tear this place apart.
Woo! It's not a rock band.
Woo!
But I mean, like, you went back there, like, Denver, Colorado is somewhere I want to go to visit. You know what I mean?
You
Not
should.
necessarily in
I
December.
can't recommend it highly enough. It's
Really?
great.
What was your favorite part of it?
Was that a pun?
Highly enough.
No, but it could be.
But I mean,
go to Red Rocks if you're there. It's
Yeah.
definitely worth going to see a concert.
so it was right after weed was
Denver.
legalized. Did you ever
Downtown.
have you ever smoked weed?
Really? Yeah.
He went to Colorado.
I don't want to assume. I like to give you an out if you want that. You know what I mean?
No,
So-
yeah. I've smoked weed before, right before I got here.
Thanks for sharing, Dan.
Allegedly.
So it was right after. So you hit a couple dispensaries then while you were there.
Yeah. I also went to Seattle and Portland, and they had went to more dispensaries there than I did in Denver.
Which
That
ones
was
were
awesome.
better?
Portland actually has some really cool ones.
Really?
I had to give it to them. But like, it's weird because if you're driving through Oregon, you'll just come upon a dispensary like in the middle of the woods on the side of the road. It's wonderful. It's like a gas station. It's like, oh, we're on the highway.
Next dispensary, 5 minutes.
Hello.
They're like Jason from freaking Friday the 13th. You just run into him in the middle of the woods somewhere.
Yeah, man. Weed infused coffee is the greatest thing.
What was it?
Weed infused coffee. It was
Really?
It's so great. It's like waking up and also mellowing
Come
out.
It sounds confusing.
I have shit to do, but it's okay.
I'll do it.
I'm gonna get it done.
What was the funniest name weed that you came across? I know being a comedian, you had to be paying attention to that shit.
Fire Alien Kush made me laugh.
Fire Alien Kush. Sounds dangerous.
That sounds like a 5-year-old named it.
Right.
Fire Alien Kush.
Or a stoner.
Yeah. There's a fine line, actually. 5-year-old stoners.
Right. I mean, I'm a firm believer in it. I don't care what you call it if it works.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, like, does it matter what you call it?
I've gotten to the point where, like, now I like to know the name of the strand and I like to study it a little bit.
What it
See if it's
does?
an indica or sativa.
So you know whether to eat it before watching movies before bed or whether to eat it before dinner?
Eat it.
Eat it. Oh, I have brownies
Oh, okay.
gummy bears.
No, I get gummy bears every once in a while.
Do you?
Yeah, they're fun.
They're freaking awesome.
I like
right?
those for, like, concerts, like, because I'm not going to take weed in. If I just pop one of those in right before,
Dude,
I'll be
genius.
great the whole show, and then I'll be totally fine to drive by the time it's time to go.
I'm just waiting for Flintstone Vitamins to come out with a freaking weed version of that shit.
I'm sure they had I had little candies while I was in Seattle too. It was like breath mints. You just walk around with them. No one cares.
I had the Flintstones Fruity Pebble bar. That was good.
Ooh, that does sound good.
It's
sounds
tasty.
delicious.
It was really tasty.
Even without weed,
grab us
that
a couple.
sounds good.
Got it. I'm on it. I'm on it, boss.
Intern.
Whip us up a couple.
Don't tell him that, bro.
Does a woman live here?
Yes.
Okay.
She's not here.
You got that dope
Not
ass
by choice.
Bath and Body Works hand soap. My hands smell. I
Dude,
just wanna
guys, this
smell
is,
my hand the whole time.
This is 2017. I
Oh.
identify as smelling good.
Your hand soap
It's
game
like
is on
good
point.
show. Appreciate that. So you performed everywhere, right? You performed all over the country?
A lot of places. I don't know about everywhere, but yeah, a lot of places.
Well, okay. I'm not. I realize not all. How many states?
Several states have had the pleasure of my company.
Outside of Florida, what was your favorite experience? What was your best experience performing at?
Performing? The shows in Seattle were really great.
Because of the people?
Yeah, just the room was great, the crowd was great, and I got to work with Tom Papa, who's I think is pretty funny. That was great, and Doug Benson, going a lot of places with him is always fun.
So now, coming up, we realize we'll get into it later, but you have a show you're opening for Dave Chappelle next month, correct?
Next week.
Oh, is it next week?
Yeah, 2 Saturdays from now.
Okay, a couple
Yeah.
weeks from now.
Yeah.
And before that, what's the biggest show you've done?
Probably either Oddball or Bill Burr.
And now a lot of you guys have done Oddball, right? I mean, is that really an experience?
It was fun the first year because we got to meet everybody and go backstage, and then after that, they kind of just like you do your set on the side stage, and then you go sit in seats that
They kind of got prima donna-ish, or
yeah. Amy Schumer didn't want people around her.
Oh god. Okay.
That's why I hate that bitch. I swear to God. You don't have to say it, but
I don't hate her. I don't hate her.
I don't have to say I like her because I'm not worried about her.
But the year before, I got to hang out with like Aziz and Hannibal Buress,
and how was
Louis
that?
C.K. walked by, and I was like,
Aziz. how was
Aziz
that?
was actually he was really cool, man. He was talking about how much he liked St. Pete, and
I mean, was it a lot like working with Christian Reddy?
They're all the same.
I didn't know how racist this show was going to be when I agreed to be on it.
It's not racist if you're kidding. But no, seriously, Christian was in here, dude. A great guest. It obviously was a joke, but I mean, you worked with Jim Jeffries, Bill Burr, right?
Yeah.
Have you actually got to hang out and talk with these guys when you worked with them?
Yeah,
all of them.
Most of the time,
really.
I mean, some people, are more approachable and friendly than others.
How was Jim Jeffries?
He's a fucking whirlwind after a show. He's out hanging out with everyone, shaking.
Oh,
hands,
really?
Kissing babies. He's great.
Kissing babies,
He's
stealing
great.
babies.
He'll like talk to. You can come up to him after a show and talk to him. Anybody, not even like a comic. You could be.
Doesn't matter who you are.
Yeah,
that's pretty freaking awesome, right? Because he's drunk.
Yeah. Well, to be fair, that was at a comedy club. I don't think he's doing club shows anymore. You're gonna have to catch him at a theater.
I mean, I like Jim Jeffries a lot. Have you ever seen that comedy special where he does the whole religious thing? I don't remember the name of
that
the comedy
one
special.
comedy. All of them.
No,
right.
No, he did.
Don't worry, he talks about how he hates guns.
Yeah, guns. Right, but
there was the guns one. Yeah,
this one was strictly religion. It was like from front to back, but he attacked every single one. Like he's like when he was talking about Jesus. First
that's his newest one.
No, that one's been.
It's on Netflix, right?
No, the one I'm referring to. I wish I could come up with
Comedy
it.
Central or.
No, this
never. It was on Showtime and then Netflix.
One of my people will tell me what it is because I can't think of it. But yeah, he's like, he's talking about
one of my people.
Yeah, people.
Stand Ponds Unite, bitch. One of my people. I'm like Dave Thomas all of a sudden.
Right? I was gonna say, don't be his people.
How about Bill Burr? Have you gotten to talk to any of these guys? And I know you don't want to go up to him and go, "Hey, guy," but have any of them said,
"No,
dude,
I don't
you were great"?
You should. They'll love it.
No more than you should have done that just now. But I mean, have you ever gone up to any of them come to you and said, "Great set"? after you got done? I mean, seriously.
Yeah, but
but you knew that.
No.
Thanks, fucker.
I know I don't suck, but I mean, it's you also don't want to act too crazy because you're trying to come off as a peer, not as a fan. Even though it's nice to hear.
Does that take control?
What?
Like, do you have to control yourself to be able to do that? Like, do you want to be excited but have to kind of tame that down?
Louis C.K. was the only time I was ever starstruck.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that was it.
And how was he as a person?
I don't know because I was too fucking scared to talk to him.
He's right there.
Little
he
do
walked
you
out
know,
of his trailer and I just stared at him.
little do you know that he could have made your whole career if you would have just said hi.
Oh, well.
He saw him until he closed the blinds.
We'll never know.
Yeah, I've heard he's one of those comedians that takes the people along with him. Like he'll see a comedian and then he'll try and bring him into a show and help him out along the way. So you missed out. That's basically what I'm saying.
Whatever.
So when did you?
I'd already done my set.
Like, bitches.
Have you had any of them kind of mentor? I've heard about comedians and maybe a bigger guy like Tracy Morgan come up, hey, good job, hey, but I recommend maybe you do a little of this or it kind of like if you were nervous or anything like that, maybe when you were first starting and you were opening up.
No one big, but like Ron Hortman, do you know who he is?
Yeah.
He's my comedy dad.
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
I guess the question was, who was your mentor?
I bombed so fucking hard, like my fourth or fifth time, and I had gotten super drunk before the show because I still got nervous, and I did horrible. And he was like, "Hey man, don't quit." And I was like, "I'm gonna quit." And he was like, "Don't quit."
Drinking or comedy?
No. should have been drinking. Where were you on that one, Ron?
Yeah. Thanks. That was my sponsor. That bitch gave up.
Should have been clear. I don't understand.
So I mean, this is where you've been now. Did you started out because your friends talked you into it, like we talked about earlier, and you accepted that, right? I mean, that's kind of what I read. I can only go based on what you put out there. So is that true or not so true?
No one. I wanted to do it. No one really told me I should. I was just always kind of funny.
You knew
started writing stuff down. That was pretty much it.
I mean, did you do a lot of open mics?
Not anymore.
But you did
in the beginning. Oh, of course.
How long you been doing comedy?
April will be 7 years.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, so you have you have an anniversary?
Yeah, man. I started Easter weekend.
So
2010.
Like, do you take your microphone out for dinner on that night?
Jesus has risen, and so has Matt.
I don't celebrate or anything. All right, I just know the date.
So you used to beat open mics up a little bit, right? I mean, you got to, don't you?
Sure. From the beginning, it's fucking terrible.
And when did that kind of fade a little bit? I mean, how
Probably
far
over
into
the last
it?
like 2 years, 2.5 years.
Really?
Yeah. Where was the open mic setting 7 years ago versus now as far as the amount? How did you have the options? You didn't have the same opportunities as you do now because they're everywhere.
Well, yeah, there's good ones now, but there's also terrible ones now. Just like always, there were good ones back then, and now there are good ones. Or there were bad ones back then and good ones.
Was the
back
quantity the same? Because when we started doing this, I was a little surprised to find out.
John Jacobs runs like 6 open mics, so he is up the entire thing by himself.
He won an award, right?
He should win an award. That motherfucker is the open mic king.
I was always thrown off when they'd be like, "Oh yeah, there's like a bowling alley. There's a comedian open mic opening up." That was always weird to me. I didn't realize that.
Done a bowling alley.
Have you?
Yeah, one time. Done a nudist resort. That was the worst.
Which
one?
At a news resort.
Yeah.
So which balls were?
Balls.
Told you this shit was corny.
We got another hour.
So you said 7 years ago. So you were about 24, 25, right in there when you first started doing it.
Sure.
Have you noticed a change in your approach or the way
course.
you? I mean, how have your jokes changed since then? I mean, have they gone from corny and aggressive to more structured?
Put it this way: the first set I ever wrote, I don't do anything that was on that set anymore
at all.
No.
You didn't even fix it?
No, it was garbage. I threw
Okay.
it away. It was fucking garbage, and I threw it all away, and I don't ever want to see it again.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, how many jokes do you write down before you come up with your set? Like, do you have a notebook slapped full of them and then kind of pick out a couple?
When I'm putting a set together?
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much.
I mean,
I just have, this one.
Right. And do you pick different ones depending on the venue?
Yeah, like I'm going to do much better jokes for Dave Chappelle than I would at, like, fucking open mic.
Right. Well, why, though? Because, I mean, because the open mics where you practice.
Right.
But you don't do open mics anymore, so it doesn't really fucking matter.
Yeah, I'll do Dunedin every once in a while.
Oh,
John J. Murray's open mic, the Dunedin Brewery.
John J.
That
Murray,
one's
he's
good.
another one that's everywhere, right?
That's he's
got
that
open
room-
mics all
he's
over
got
Dunedin.
that's a great open mic he runs on Mondays. Go to it.
Too
if
bad there's
you're
no
at
good
Dunedin.
shot from here to Dunedin.
Yeah, it's a 45 minute drive.
Dad Deo says I was conceived in a bowling alley. Like, thanks a lot. I had no idea.
A dumpster behind the bowling alley is not in the bowling alley.
I thought it was at a Wendy's. I had no clue. So you're a Twitter master. Is that fair to say? Right?
Yeah,
you have
sure, why
famous
not?
you have famous tweets out there.
I guess.
I realize this is old news, but not to our listeners necessarily.
Yeah, no, yeah.
So you have a couple that have been featured on Jimmy Kimmel and Ellen.
Yep.
Do you remember what they were?
Yeah.
Okay. The Jimmy Kimmel one.
The Strahan one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
How did that go?
Oh, you want me to say it? Ew.
You want me
Come
to
on,
say it?
You read it, yeah.
I'll read it.
If we have to do this,
I
you
wish I
say
had
it.
Strahan, because Strahan read that, didn't he?
Yeah, he did.
That's awesome.
Right. Michael Strahan's teeth are like a high school dance. All the boys stand on one side and all the girls stand on the other.
Close enough.
No, that's why you were supposed to read it. Jerk!
Yeah. You made us ruin your joke.
Yeah.
But when I went back and listened to it and watched that clip, what caught my ear was that got the loudest laugh out of all the ones that he read. You
Well,
followed
Michael
him?
Strahan is like, that's when he smiles, everyone's just like, oh my God. Look,
It's so cute.
Look at his smile.
Oh, it's like a
Gap.
big black Madonna.
Yeah.
Great.
Plus, the audience is piped in, so they just added sound to that.
Oh, thanks, man.
I mean, I'm just saying.
It was a laugh track. The shit sucked, bro. But
It was the same one they used on Big Bang Theory.
They held up a sign. Yeah.
Ugh.
All right, so now are you going to go ahead and read this one so I don't have to fuck it up?
Which one?
Ellen.
Yeah, you can read it again.
Can't be any worse. So, Ellen, I'm posing nude for an art class. No one asked me to. I think they were making ceramic bowls.
Nailed it.
Not even close.
No, you got it. That was good.
But anyway, that's awesome.
Oh,
I mean,
thanks.
the timing, obviously, I'm not on stage. I don't have time to, but that's a Twitter. If it's not read properly, which you have Ellen up there reading it, so she knows comedy, right?
Yeah, a little bit.
Her timing is way better than yours, and inflection.
Yeah, Ellen knows comedy.
I was more like Dr. Phil reading it.
Doing it since the 80s.
I watched one of her specials. I think they replayed it on Comedy Central, maybe, and those jokes still hold up.
No, yeah, she was solid.
For a lesbian.
All right. You know what?
For one of those. Anyway, so here's one that I can appreciate.
Are we just going to read tweets right now? God damn it.
Well, it's like your show.
We got to fill time.
No, we're going to pass through them real quick. We'll move on.
All right.
This is the last one because it's one that I can appreciate. Now that making fun of kids is off limits, can we start a petition to make my dad stop calling me an idiot?
No.
Dude, why not?
You can, but he won't adhere to it.
Can we start a riot to get my dad to stop? Seriously. What?
What?
It's
I'm not your
it's
dad.
not
Don't
worth
look at me
riding
like
over
that.
it?
I don't care.
I'll
don't-
burn his house down.
I don't
right
care
now.
what
Do either of you have children?
No.
That's good news.
And you?
Right there.
Oh, no. We're all looking at the dog. Fuck this show. Hello, little dog.
Come here, puppy. So, Matt, what do you want to talk about? Where are you going to be coming up pretty soon?
The same weekend as the Chappelle show. I'll be at McCurdy's every other day of that week except for Saturday. I'll be at McCurdy's Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Sunday.
And
That's
how
just 2 weeks from now.
How did you get the Dave Chappelle show opening? How did that happen?
I asked.
Oh, really? Seriously? It was that simple?
Yeah.
So, like, you were the only one that asked?
Yeah, I called Dave and I was like, Dave, come on, man.
Homie, listen.
No, I just knew the right person. That's all it is.
Isn't that what a lot of it's about?
Yeah.
Is knowing the right people?
Yeah.
And timing, right? I mean, asking at the right time.
Being funny is good, but being lucky is really good.
Right.
Yeah.
When in asking, I mean, look at Ryan Hoppy. He just asks everybody, and eventually he ends up with good guests.
And they're terrified that he's going to murder their whole family with an axe.
I mean, they should be.
So they say yes.
As he sits there petting his cat.
I mean, based on that, that's how we got guys like you and JB Ball is the first guys that were coming in here like Cam and all them, Rio, they're going, just ask them. Because I felt weird. You know, I don't want to intrude on y'all. He's like, just ask them. They don't mind. And next thing you know, one after another, people are starting to come in here. That's all you got to do,
Yeah,
right?
you just ask, man. Comics are. We don't have shit going on. It's not the weekend.
We're gonna call Dave Chappelle after the show too, see if he'll come in.
I'm really not sure how to take that.
No, this is yeah.
I mean, it was either this or sleep.
I made it to the gym today.
So you kind of, I hate to say it this way, but we've had comics from Side Splitters, comics from the Improv. You're more based out of Side Splitters, right?
Sure, yeah, I mean that's where I started. I guess
It is where you started.
I'll work anywhere.
You got cash, I'm working. What's the most money you've made for a show?
Wow.
He wants to know if he should do the stand-up thing.
No, I just
How
want
much
to know
money do you make before taxes, motherfucker?
Do you have
None of
any
your
depend-
goddamn business.
Do you have any dependents?
I didn't expect you to answer that question. By the way. That's because I had not a follow-up question, so I threw that shit out there. I mean, what do we make for this show?
I can't believe anyone pays me at all.
I'm still in the red.
Oh yeah, and I
Yeah,
just
so
work off of his income.
Where so where do you?
I'm still in the red.
I'm actually going to try and use him as a dependent this year. Where do you see yourself? In 10 years from now, what do you want to do? Do you want to
end game?
Yeah, I don't want you to end your game in 10 years, but okay.
I would like to. I just like writing is my favorite part. That's all.
Have you tried pursuing that?
Yeah. I've submitted packets, and
that's right. You did have a Playboy.
Yeah, I've written for Playboy a few times. And other
just
things.
the articles, which
Yeah.
everybody reads.
Sure.
I used to read it for the articles.
Yeah, just the fun.
I used to read it for the articles.
Now just the pictures.
That Playboy thing was predicting TV network TV schedule for 2020, right?
Yeah,
it was pretty balls on.
It actually was pretty balls on.
That was a fun one to write.
Was it?
Yeah, because I just got to make a big graph and fill it with all kinds of weird shit.
Just
nonsense. Whatever I could think of. Yeah.
So when you sent it in, did you send it in with that box in the middle of the background, like with the Big Bang Theory behind it? Did you do that?
No,
or
they put the header on it.
They did do that?
Yeah, I did the writing. Yeah.
So I'm going to go through this real quick for these guys. So his first lineup for 2020 was 8 p.m. Big Bang Theory, something with Marvel in the title. We know you'll watch it. Master Chef, cook the dead possum we found. Dateline, everybody's probably a criminal. 9 p.m., more Big Bang Theory. Dancing with D-list celebrities, which is actually what that is, right? So when are you going to be on that show? Master Chef, cook whatever's in your pockets. Have you ever done that? Like you just reached in and went, oh, I forgot I had that shit. Whipped up something out of it.
Alka-Seltzer doesn't cook well.
Heroes Reborn again. 10 p.m. Big Bang Theory will still be on after you're dead. How to get away with murdering the cast of The View. Have you ever thought about that? Like, have you ever sat and...
Yeah, I've really put a lot of thought into that. I planned it. I've got the drawings and schematics at home.
We won't put that out there, but we'll talk about it later.
I don't even know who's on it. All I hear is fucking...
Is it on anymore?
Yeah, it's just not the same four. It's
no, I know.
A bunch of... It's literally none of them are the same.
And then Newer Girl. And Blind Spot. We don't know how this show stayed on either. Dude, Blind Spot, is that still on?
I don't know. I remember the commercials for it. Chick had the tattoos, and that was like the big thing.
Is there a show that you like to watch out there right now?
Oh, hell yeah. There's lots.
What's your favorite show out there?
Stranger Things was so goddamn good.
Really?
Oh, it was so good. If you have Netflix.
I thought it was okay.
I loved that. Oh, I thought it was gregreat.
I thought it was okay.
I like Taboo. I'm watching that right now with Tom Hardy on FX. Ridley Scott.
Okay.
Yeah, it's fuck. They say fuck a lot, and they get bloody,
like
and
FX.
it's on FX, and I'm like, cool.
FX
bloody, guys. Oh, it's fucking violent as shit. He bites someone's throat out. It's awesome.
Wait a minute.
But I'm like, yeah, fucking yes. Fuck censorship. Show me this. I pay for this channel.
Oh, I love that when The Shield came on FX. That was like the best thing.
I never watched The Shield.
Go watch it.
I know, right? It's on my list. Like I went back and watched The Sopranos. I went back and watched like Nip Tuck. I went back and watched Dexter.
Shield would be top 5, and I like Dexter and all of those. Breaking Bad, all
Breaking
those.
Bad was, yeah.
Shield would definitely be top 7.
Sons of Anarchy was really good.
I think it was better than Sons of Anarchy.
Really?
Yep.
Sons of Anarchy is one of the ones we went back and started watching quite a bit of. That was a pretty good idea.
Yeah, I like that one. Yeah.
No, Nip Tuck, you like that show?
I did. So what?
On the same long...
Say it.
My problem... My problem with Nip Tuck is their writing got stale, so they started using YouTube scenes like
that one season.
The girl in the hot tub.
Oh, that one season they lost everyone
because everything was from YouTube.
But after that, it got good again, and they actually ended it like pretty well. The ending to Dexter is the worst thing I've ever seen.
I loved it.
Oh my god,
I loved it.
Oh, I'm gonna be spoiler
That's how it
alert.
should have been.
I'm gonna be a fucking lumberjack.
That's
Serious?
right.
Did you see the ending that the writer wanted?
Yeah, but they couldn't do it because they weren't allowed to kill him off.
Right.
Yeah,
that would have been a much better ending.
Spoiler.
I won't. You should look up the alternate ending to
Actually,
Dexter because it would have been way better.
I was just excited when Deb died, so I didn't care. I wish he would have died in season 1.
The John Lithgow, man, they should have kept him around and just finished it with him.
Yeah, because they kind of jumped the shark after
yeah.
season 4. I think is what it was. The Trinity Killer
When he
was
finds
fantastic.
his wife dead. Yeah, that was
that was
crazy.
great. Yep, spoilers, motherfucker.
Up until then, the show was awesome. Yeah.
Well, I knew that was going to happen though. After John Lithgow's performance, there was nothing else.
I mean, John Lithgow does set the bar, right?
Yeah.
And he's amazing because he did Third Rock from the Sun, so he was a happy Poppy character, and then he was a deep dark character in Dexter. He was a dark
Harry and the Hendersons. Are we going to skip Harry and the Hendersons?
Well, I was going to go back. He did Ricochet, so I knew him as Harry and the Hendersons, a happy father, and then he did Ricochet, where he was like just some bad dude fucking over Denzel Washington.
Never seen Ricochet.
He gave Denzel Washington the clap in an awesome way. He didn't fuck him. He just gave it to him.
Oh God! I was like, ooh, this movie sounds. Nope, never mind. I don't want it.
I liked him on Malcolm in the Middle. Wait,
No.
that wasn't.
That's Breaking Bad.
That was Walter White. That was Cranston.
I'm keeping up. Just so y'all know.
When we come back, Open Mike's favorite game, Stanley Feud. We'll be back.
I'm Becca Childs, and you're listening to Open Mic Live. Ya bitches.
I don't know why I like Police Academy's name, but I do. However, it is time for Open Mike's favorite game, Stanley Feud.
What?
What? This music? What?
What are we doing? We're playing Stanley Feud?
Let's play Stanley Feud. Stanley Feud is my version of Family Feud, where I make up the questions. I surveyed my Facebook friends, or people I have on Facebook anyway. This week, we are up to 76 people that have responded to me. You get the top 5 answers out of those. The number 1 answer is worth 5. All others are worth 1. You'll be playing against the hilarious Matt Fernandez. Are we ready? Number 1. Name something you didn't like to eat as a kid, but do now.
Ooh. Vegetables.
I think I'm gonna go with that all-encompassing vegetables.
Can I do that?
Yeah.
Do I have to be a specific vegetable?
Nope.
Okay.
No. I will say that squash specifically I didn't like, but now season it right, that's good.
I used to hate spinach, but now spinach is so good.
Plus you get big arms like Popeye.
We got hot dogs. We got fish.
Hot dogs?
I'm the reverse with hot dogs.
Yeah,
I
I don't wanna
actually
eat a
hate
hot
hot
dog
dogs
now.
now. Except for Portillo's. They have really good hot dogs.
Gobble says vegetables. And Deo says broccoli. Brussels sprouts.
I still hate cooking broccoli. Oh, Brussels sprouts are awesome when you put a slab of bacon in with them.
No, I don't give a damn what
You cook them up in a bunch of sriracha and honey, they're really good too. You know, stuff that doesn't taste bad.
If you put sugar on it, that's fine. Asparagus? Ooh. The thing is, those two, broccoli and asparagus, they're so sulfuric that cooking them makes the house smell like shit for a day.
Yeah.
It's awful.
We never ate asparagus as a kid. I do
true.
love it now, but I never tried it as a kid. Now, broccoli I hated as a kid, but I like all vegetables now pretty much.
You don't realize how expensive asparagus is until you look at it at the stock for $5 with 2 rubber band bags.
Rio Paris is watching. Welcome, Rio.
The price of asparagus is ridiculous.
It is.
The price of asparagus.
Stay woke.
Where's Trump when you need him? We need the important issues taken care of.
Cooking it is not that easy, by the way. You can
on the
easily screw
grill.
up asparagus.
Oh, asparagus.
Put it on the grill.
You just steam it.
You
Put it in a
just steam
fucking
it.
bowl and there's no heterosexual way to say steam. All right? You just steam it up.
You just steam asparagus and everything's fine.
But you don't have to emphasize the S.
Steam it until it's so good.
Asparagus is super.
All right. 12 people said broccoli.
Son of a beach.
10 said veggies.
Oh, okay.
7 said onions.
Ooh, onions.
7 said cabbage. And 5 said mustard.
Mustard.
Now, that's how you know I don't make this shit up, because mustard was nowhere in my radar.
And there's 5 people.
That's
that
a condiment, stupid. Not you. I'm talking to them.
Yeah.
I mean, you can call me stupid, but I'm not sensitive.
Talking to the listeners.
Right.
Stupid asses.
You've been calling me stupid for years. All right, number 2. Name a famous Matt or Matthew.
Matthew McConaughey.
Yeah. I'm not spelling it.
McConaughey. He came out and supported Trump today.
Did he?
Yep.
All right. Oh, I hate that.
LM says Dylan.
Matt Dillon, that's a good one.
Yeah.
Matt Modine.
Both
Roderick, we
Matt
got on the board.
LeBlanc.
Matt LeBlanc and Matthew Perry.
Damn it, friends.
We got Smitty with Broderick.
Matthew Lillard.
Matthew Broderick.
Matthew Broderick.
When was the last thing he did? He does Broadway stuff. He's
a Broadway guy.
And he does Sarah Jessica Parker.
And Ferris Bueller.
Nathaniel, welcome, brother. And Dale says Damon. Casey says Damon.
Matt Damon.
Matt Damon.
That's a good one, actually. Matt Damon could go.
It's not bad, right?
Matt Damon and Matthew McConaughey would be my top 2, probably.
Gobble says McConaughey.
I wonder who's more famous.
I feel like Matt Damon
might be.
Is slightly more famous.
With that Bourne series.
But Matthew McConaughey has been around longer.
Yeah, that
He's
you might be
been
right there.
around
Yeah,
and done bigger stuff.
But then you got Ferris Bueller has the cult icon name, so he'll be around forever.
It's true.
Nita says McConaughey, whatever the hell that shit is.
Did Midge spell that right? Did she copy and paste that properly?
If you didn't Google it, you didn't spell it right. I can promise you that.
No, I can't spell it without Googling it.
Because as I'm getting the answers in, I'm getting all these different spellings. I'm like, fuck, I got to figure out what the hell it is. All right, so I think we have everyone in. 19 people said McConaughey. 15 said Matt Damon.
Matt Damon.
10 said Broderick. 9 said Dylan. And 8 said LeBlanc.
Sounds about right.
No Matthew Perry's, huh?
That might have been.
No Chandler Bing.
Well, there was a Matthew Perry. It just wasn't enough people to make the top 5.
Just like all of his shows. not enough to make it.
All right, number 3.
Oh,
fill in the blank. I wish people weren't so blank.
Fuckheads. Cunty.
Cunty.
Asian.
I hate bad drivers.
Well, I love karate. I don't know what you're saying.
I wish people weren't so stupid.
I like stupid.
Fucking dumb.
God damn it. God damn.
Dumb-dumbs.
Dumb and stupid were actually the first 2 answers. Angry, stupid.
Angry's a good one.
Political.
Sensitive.
Yes. Ignorant, rude, self-absorbed. Ooh, that's it. I'm going to go with stupid.
Yeah.
I feel
I'll
that.
stick with stupid. That was the first thing that came to my brain.
I'm okay with
It's
them
hard
being.
to score when I'm listening to this damn music.
I'm okay with them being ignorant because if you don't want to be a part of it, fine, just step back.
Yeah.
That's cool.
I don't know.
There's a difference between not knowing and not wanting to know.
And we had that discussion. There's a difference between stupid and ignorant.
Yeah.
Stupid is you just don't know. Ignorant is you don't care to know.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I mean, we had that discussion last time. I'm like, is ignorant and stupid the same thing? Yeah. No, it's not. Ignorant.
Coincidentally, everything I don't want to know, I don't want to know.
Right.
What?
What? Was that stupid?
That shit was deep, man.
Don't do that.
I spoke before the show, too.
Good to know.
Right.
For
That's why it runs so
for
smoothly.
next time.
And after.
All right. 15 people said effing stupid. 15 people also said sensitive, which would have been my answer. 8 people said self-absorbed or selfish. 6 said fake.
Ooh, fake's good.
And 5 said rude.
I think rude comes with
Stupid.
stupid.
Yeah.
Hey, stupid, open the door for me.
Not according to the Stanley Feud's judges. Fuck off.
Who's
Number
that?
4. Name something with egg or eggs in the ingredients.
Omelets.
Scramble it.
Not the omelet from McDonald's.
Eggs in the ingredients, right? Like I can't say eggs.
Like a cake.
You can say eggs, but that is...
Yeah, I get it.
There's definitely eggs in eggs.
I get it.
We got omelets on the board. French toast is on the board.
Steak and eggs. Bacon and eggs.
Kegs is on the board.
Kegs?
I don't know.
Kellogg's.
Kellogg's.
I have no idea. I'm just making that up.
I'll go with a cake. Yeah, cake.
Omelet.
I'm going omelet. Cake, unless it's a vegan-free cake, then it's just shit.
Isn't egg and mayonnaise?
Yeah, yes, absolutely.
That's another condiment, though, so it'd be a stupid answer, and you're an idiot if you put it.
Egg salad.
Fuck you. Fucking loopholes.
I love that. I love the way he cusses out the listeners.
They're my competition.
Exactly. Damn it, Mike!
Get the fuck out!
I'm done. I'm out.
Jesus, it's his show. All right.
I was waiting for that.
21 people said cake.
God damn.
8 people said omelet. 8 said quiche. 5 said deviled eggs. And 4 said eggnog.
Eggnog.
Which at least all of those aren't just eggs. I actually had a couple people that said eggs. It's like, no, I don't think you understood.
Dude, maybe you have to specify other than eggs.
Like drinking them out of a glass, like Rocky?
Yeah. Dun-dun-dun.
Right. Have you ever done that?
I have.
No. Ew.
That's disgusting.
I didn't bulk up. I threw up.
Yeah.
All right, quick points update. Mr. Fernandez with 16. Mike with 11. Gabo with 12. Endeo, Nitas with both with 11. Smitty with 7. LM with 2. Jingo with 2. Casey with 6. Daddeo with 6. This last one, the number one answer is worth 10. All others are worth 5. Are you ready?
Let's do this.
Name something people do in a riot.
People do it all right. Loot. Give me the loot. Give me the loot. I'm a bad boy.
I'm a bad boy. Throw rocks.
Start
Should
fires.
I be more specific? How about, turn cars over?
Turn cars over.
Yeah.
That's only when your team wins, though. It's a different riot. Name something people do in a riot.
I'm going to stick with loot.
I like get arrested. That's a good
Get
one.
arrested.
Get tear gassed.
Loot. We got a bunch of loots on the board. Burn stuff.
Get tased.
Burn
Casey
stuff.
with burn stuff.
Who's that person? Let's keep an eye on them.
Fight.
This is really just the NSA creating a profile on us.
Burn stuff. What?
Check that guy's history.
Chant. A riot.
Where do you see chant?
No, I'm saying that.
Oh.
Just blurting out.
If you could blurt more intelligent.
I'm going to go with my original, which is set fire.
Set fire, burn stuff?
Yep.
It's a popular answer.
But I wouldn't throw a Molotov cocktail because it's
I
liquor.
want to do that.
Do
just
you?
for just like
Just to see what
I want to
happens?
go to like a parking lot and do it. Not hurt anybody. Just for my own yeah! Fucking yeah! That's how you do it.
But use bottom shelf stuff.
I'm going to use rubbing alcohol.
With the plastic container.
Well, that was fucking terrible. Nothing happened.
Want to take this outside? Now what? All right, you ready?
Do it.
13 people said burn stuff. 12 said break windows. 12 said loot. 10 said fight. And 8 said yell.
Yeah.
Those were close. That was a very close, like 13, 12, 12.
Did we
So-
get winners?
We have a tie.
Of course we do.
The tie is between Mr. Fernandez and Michael Tyree.
Oh, I won last week too,
Mr.
didn't
Burn
I?
Stuff.
That's right.
Mr. Burn stuff. So the tiebreaker is
Super
this
Mario
is between
music?
you and him.
Uh-huh.
The tiebreaker is how many movies has Matthew McConaughey been in?
Holy shit.
That's a good. Here, I'm going to type mine right now so we don't give each other...
If I go over, am I out? Is it like Price is
No,
Right? Or am I
no,
have
it's
to
not
be close.
closest without going
Okay.
over as closest.
Okay. I'm going to... Can I say it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've already put my name.
I'm going to go 40.
So we got Mike with 35, Matt with 40. The answer is 58.
Jesus.
Holy shit.
And I double studied that because it didn't sound right, so I counted it like 15 times with an
I'm sure he's been in
and all
like
that
weird
shit.
stuff that we've never even heard
exactly.
I look at my IMDb a lot, so
Yeah.
they'll have like 79, messages or appearances.
58.
All right,
He
well,
stays
Matt
busy.
wins.
Matt wins.
Goose times 58.
I came in last in the last game, didn't I?
You did.
Yeah.
Peaks and valleys.
It happens
man.
all the time.
Peaks and
Cam
valleys.
actually did the same thing, right? He came in last in the first game and then won the second one.
Coincidentally, there is a beginner's luck here, though. Most guests, their first time, actually will win one of the games.
Well, Family Feud is easy. I love that game.
That's why I did it.
Yeah.
It's not much thought involved.
What did everyone else say? Oh, okay, I can guess that.
Oh, that's easy enough.
Matthew McConaughey won the Mats, right? Didn't he? Or was it
Yeah,
Matthew?
yeah, he
It was
did.
Matthew.
Yep.
Okay.
It's all about that Matt.
All about the Matt.
No, stop it.
No, that's not
Please.
it. So
Forever.
if you could just shut up. So here now we do a little feud review, which is the answers that didn't make the board.
Sure.
So we're gonna start with I wish people weren't so. Some of the answers I got were annoying, bitchy, close-minded.
I like that one.
Opinionated.
I
Which
don't like that.
right now that's very topical. It seems
And
like
one person said Asian.
yes, ignorant, racist, and greedy. So which one of them do you applies
Greedy
to you
is
the
a
most?
good one.
Greedy is a good
Which
one.
one am I the most?
Which one do you applies to you the most? Which one of those do you hate the most? Annoying, bitchy, close-minded, opinionated, ignorant, racist, or greedy?
Close-minded is pretty bad.
I think, yeah.
I think close-minded and racist kind of go
If you're not
hand in
open
hand.
to change,
Or close-minded and opinionated,
you're
because
just holding everyone back.
if you look at the politics, the election, my side's the best no matter what happened. Your side sucks. And it doesn't matter if you're a D or an R or an I or a T or whatever. It's all about closed-mindedness.
Welcome,
And
Terrence
stupidity.
and Jonas President, welcome.
And racist.
And racist.
And Asians.
And
Black people tuning in, do not go back and watch this whole episode. Don't do it.
JB, thanks for coming in. It'll be the last time.
Got him out.
Also, Asians and Indians. Don't you either.
Yeah, but they don't get
They don't watch this shit.
Krishna left just so he'd have to come on again.
I'm moving to New York.
I'm going to be a scientist just so I never have to come here again.
Same with Jared Waters.
He left this place dumber than he did when he walked in. Krishna, he's like, I was so smart when I went in there.
I'm dumb. No, me.
Oh,
He's good at science. That's like being good at fucking blacksmithing, I guess. I don't know.
Dungeons and Dragons.
It's good to be good at if you can find someone to pay you for it.
Well, you can. There's lots of fields out there. Now they have the whole, what is it called? There's an actual acronym for it. SAT or I don't know. Math, English, science, and whatever.
Oh.
Yeah, they're like, well, no.
Very interesting.
No, it's a four-letter word, and it actually is interesting because Big Bang Theory helped create this spark to get women involved in math, English, science, the sciences, if you will.
Everyone just left.
So
Everyone
now there's
tuned
money.
out.
They were going to watch Big Bang Theory. It's cool. It's on right now.
Do you really watch Big Bang Theory?
I used to, and I literally watched an episode last week. There was nothing interesting about it. It was like the 2.5 Men.
You watched 2.5 Men?
It was funny at first, and then it was the same gratuitous jokes every week. It was
I don't
the
think I
exact
can watch
same
a
jokes.
show with laugh tracks anymore.
I
can't do it.
Yeah, especially after watching bad shows like Jimmy Fallon. It's annoying to me. The laugh track is awful. It's
Dude,
so bad. Now you
Are you
will.
talking about his late night show?
Yes,
he has a laugh track.
it's a listen.
Oh, I don't watch it. I'm not.
Or it's
That's
double
I watch
piped in
Conan
and
sometimes,
looped.
but that's about it.
Yeah, and he doesn't have a laugh track.
No,
I don't
he has.
think.
I've seen. You can see the audience.
Is that really?
Well, so
I went to his show while I was in New York.
So does Fallon, but they re-loop the laugh track.
Stalin.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Stalin is too. Everybody laughed at Stalin. They loved his stuff.
He was a hoot.
You went to the show?
Yeah,
To
I saw
Conan?
He was. He comes out before the show and like dances with the audience. It's
Like
fucking-
Ellen?
He cusses. It's great. No,
He
not like
cusses?
Ellen. He's like, I just got done to a fucking blow in the back. Let's do this show.
Are you
And then he,
serious?
dances with people. Yeah, man. He's fucking. And he's like 6'6". You're not expecting.
He's
you're
a
like,
huge
oh my
Irishman.
God.
I would not expect
He's
that.
huge.
Honestly.
Yeah, he's huge.
Oh yeah.
But he's fun, right? That's
Yeah,
awesome.
dude, he was totally cool. Yeah,
is that
it
the
was
only
really fun.
talk? Is that the only show like that you've been to live
Yeah,
like
yeah.
that?
It's the only live show I've been to.
And how was it overall? I mean, it
was a blast.
Was it?
Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
I mean,
What do you
Who
think
was,
of?
who was the guest? I think it was Mandy Moore and there was a band on it, but I can't remember who it was.
I understand there's a lot of edit. Is there a lot of edit to his show? Like late night, it takes 4 hours to produce that whole thing.
Well, we were only there for like an hour and a half, maybe.
That's not bad.
No,
I've heard like Leno. It's a 3-hour event because they got to start and stop and get ready for this joke. It's like a process.
They actually do it like pretty well. Like they time out the commercial breaks. Like, okay, we're going to take a break, and they turn on the lights, and then they just kind of like go over the notes.
That's why his show's better.
Yeah.
So they don't have a laugh track like you mentioned earlier.
I don't think no.
But do they do the whole?
They do have a sign that says
they do
laugh.
laugh now, right?
Oh no, it's just a light up sign like in the top.
It says laugh.
Yeah.
I mean, did you laugh when it told you to?
I live by my own rules, man.
You can't tell me when to laugh.
Don't tell me.
I think he's funny anyway. It's
Right,
not,
so you were laughing regardless, right?
Tell me to laugh, yeah.
And that's my thing about laugh tracks is there are good shows with laugh tracks, but I get turned off to them because of the laugh tracks.
Yeah, I would
It's
never
like
know.
I would have laughed until you did that shit right there.
It's just like people feel more comfortable laughing not alone. It's like if something makes me laugh when I'm by myself, I know it's funny.
Right,
Like,
I got
if I'm
you.
with other people, it's easier to laugh if they're laughing too.
Well, the science is if you hear, you're thinking that if you hear the laughter on the TV, it's going to create a whatchamacallit. But it doesn't work all the time when everything they say has a laughter behind it. It's not true.
Well, laugh tracks are like commercials for me. I just change the channel when that shit comes on, pretty much. I mean,
so constantly. Just
oh yeah, she hates that
I
shit.
just channel surf. Unfortunately, he has 7 channels,
and she bought a second remote. She's like, because I forget to go back to the show that we were watching. She's like, we would just watch 30 minutes of that fucking thing, and I'm like, okay, well, this shit's better. I don't know what to tell you.
I love your impression of your girl. We just watched 30 goddamn minutes of this bullshit.
It was pretty spot on. No.
Lisa, stop.
I gotta go home.
Oh.
I keep forgetting that part. I mean, so do you watch like Saturday Night Live or Mad TV or any of that?
Mad TV isn't even on anymore.
Well, they
I mean,
did try it last
you know
year.
what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh shit!
I didn't watch
know
a
that.
single
I didn't know that
episode.
either.
No, I haven't watched Saturday Night Live in a while.
No.
I watched it when Chappelle and A Tribe Called Quest were on it. I have to like the guests a lot. Like, if
Is that what it is?
When Louis C.K. hosts, I'll watch it. Like, I have to really like the guest.
So like when Britney Spears was on there, you tuned right in.
Not so
I loved it.
Not so much.
It's the best.
I mean, when Will Ferrell was on it, I would watch it every week.
Oh yeah, Will Ferrell's
Will
hilarious.
Ferrell and Tina
Do you like
Fey.
Will Ferrell quite a bit?
Yeah,
He's
man,
hilarious,
great,
right?
yeah.
That mania. I mean,
Half the
I like it.
time.
Huh?
Half the time.
I like him because he stays true. I mean, he'll stay in character when he doesn't need to.
I mean, he's been funnier longer than Adam Sandler managed to keep it going.
He's still 50-50 too.
Adam Sandler?
They're both 50-50.
I think he has been a zero for a long time.
His last movie was funny.
The one where he went to Africa?
No.
The one where he went
the
to
one with
the
David
beach
Spade.
resort? Jennifer Aniston?
No, the redo, I think is what it was.
Is that the one that was on Netflix?
Yeah.
I didn't watch that.
It was better.
It was an Adam
better
Sandler
than
movie
you
on
thought.
Netflix. I didn't need to watch it.
So you don't like anything Adam Sandler's done?
No, of course I like Happy Gilmore and Anger Management and The Waterboy and
Spanglish.
Billy Madison.
Piece of shit car.
Sure, I mean all those. It started right after he made the Zohan. He started losing me.
Spanglish, Zohan, all kind of ran into
Yeah.
and then I thought he redeemed himself with Click. I thought he was great in Click.
Click was more sad than it was funny. I mean,
It was good for a role.
I think it was great.
His
I mean,
acting dynamics.
It was better than that other serious movie he made.
Spanglish.
Spanglish, is that what it was?
I think so.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. No.
Yeah, he had
I'm with him.
made-
I don't know many Adam Sandler movies.
No, yeah, because when Adam Sandler came out, he was literally, if you saw him on the first episode that he ever appeared in on Remote Control, that character dragged him through Saturday Night Live. SNL was hit or miss for me. I actually am an SNL fan, even though the political shit is getting old. But like Adam Sandler's Red Hooded Sweatshirt was hilarious as a 14-year-old.
Fair enough.
The Opera Man, stupid.
How old are you?
I'm 37.
Okay.
So I'm just a little older.
Yeah. Okay.
Or a lot.
No, 6 years. So you're Adam Sandler was my Will Ferrell.
Correct.
And
I liked Will Ferrell 50% of the time. He was good. Sherry O'Terry, he was. They complemented each other well.
Sherry O'Terry, not so much. She got plastic surgery. Her face is all crazy.
A
now.
lot of them do.
Yeah.
They don't look so good. Now.
Tina Fey was great.
Tina Fey and Amy Poehler just got prettier.
Tina Fey doesn't get enough love.
I love Tina Fey.
She's I put her right behind Will Ferrell as my favorite person from Saturday Night Live. She's great. 30 Rock was amazing.
I'm with you. I love Tina Fey.
I
really
don't.
do.
I think of them as females, her and Amy.
I like Amy. Amy's good. Don't get me wrong, but Tina. I've also read Tina's book. She's just fucking funny.
Did you watch Parks and Rec? Because
Yeah.
that was
Oh,
the Amy thing.
Of course.
So that whole comedy, we'll call it spiderweb between them two, kind of playing off of each other. The SNL kind of got me into the whole fraternity of comedians, like understanding and seeing, oh, this person knows this person knows this person. Everybody on NBC is on
They all
NBC
end up
down the
friends.
road.
Yeah, they all
so looking at that and the people that are really together. The one thing that got me though is after what was it, the 80s, early 90s, like the Chris Farley, the drug
Chris
days.
Farley was great.
You know, there was a lot of cocaine going around. I heard that next cast with Amy and Tina and Jimmy and all of them were like drug free.
I can see
according to the documentaries.
I can see that.
But according to other sources,
Jimmy's a huge boozer.
And a cokehead, apparently.
Really?
Allegedly.
Good for him.
But
Okay,
I mean,
who
I don't
cares?
care. I just hate that documentary was like, oh, we're somebody that we're not. But in the reality, they did it too. I mean, you got to be up all night doing all that shit. At some point,
dude, you keep the hours of a fucking maniac.
Correct.
You sleep
Right.
maybe a couple hours on a couch while you're writing. Like,
just be honest. Who cares?
fuck that. Yeah.
You'll be mentors for everybody.
I don't care. If you're funny, you're funny.
Period, right?
I mean, don't die.
And
but
if coke helps you make you funnier,
don't
right.
kill yourself, man. Fucking know how to moderate. Don't be ridiculous.
You hear that, Robin Williams?
Yeah, dumbass.
Oh, right.
Oh.
Don't do that. That's my favorite of all time. I mean, that was a sad day for me personally.
I liked him better as an actor.
Did you really?
Yeah.
He's up there with Will Ferrell.
So you didn't like that manic? Like,
No.
That's not your style. See, yeah, I don't know. Look, so Smitty says Talladega Nights.
Loved it. Great.
Yeah, great.
That was a great movie.
Him and Borat were awesome.
The prayer scene was one of the funniest things ever.
Baby Jesus.
Little baby Jesus. Yeah, that's classic.
So before we go to break, I'm going to follow it up with what the hell is Canteen Boy? Terrence Froberg says Canteen Boy. Have you ever heard of that movie?
What?
Exactly.
Sounds like a Pauly Shore movie.
Canteen Boy?
Stop chatting.
That was Adam Sandler. That's a Saturday Night Live character.
Oh, is it?
Yeah,
Oh,
it
that's
was
right.
Alec
That
Baldwin.
was with Alec Baldwin
Yeah.
getting in his pants.
He was
a
going to
Boy
molest
Scout.
him, yeah.
That's hilarious. All right, more about that when we come back. You're listening to Open Mic.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Jared Waters, and you're rocking with the best live internet show, Open Mic Live. Best in the Bay.
I just want to listen to the song.
I know him.
You know Jared Waters?
Jared Waters, not Snoop.
Everybody knows Snoop.
I think it's racist that you played Snoop behind Jared Waters.
Now that you said it, it is. Way to make it weird.
Welcome back. Now it's time for Florida stories that aren't going to be racist at all because it's going to be about white trash, right? Basically, it's basically
I'm
Florida
offended.
man.
So anyway, the first this is FLoridiots, which is a couple stories that we bring out about dumbasses in Florida, basically. So the first one comes from St. Petersburg. It's a woman that was arrested Monday night for assault with a deadly weapon after she pelted a cop with what? I'll get one guess. I'm not going to make this a drawn out
Dildo.
Actually, I like that.
I'm changing the story.
A U-turn. It wasn't just a dildo; it was a U-turn.
Right.
It's a boomerang.
You were close. It came from the same area. A wet used tampon.
God.
Which police report
Wet with blood?
No, she was just figuring
Did she
herself.
just
Right.
fucking wet, like dip it in a puddle?
It was like the tequila tampon.
Oh,
she was just trying to get a buzz.
It was slit tuck. So it was a wet used tampon, which police report characterized as a deadly weapon. They considered it a deadly weapon.
It's
I mean,
a
if that had
biological
AIDS on
attack,
it,
yeah.
If it was red, then yeah, I guess it would be. So according to the cops, Takora Fields, 28, was involved in a brawl Monday night. Fields told the cop that she was
She got hit so hard her pussy started bleeding.
She was prepared. I always wear a tampon.
Sorry to interrupt.
No, that's what you're here for. So Fields told the cop that was investigating the fight to suck her pussy, adding that, "I'll hit you with my tampon, you bitch."
Is she single? I I need me a fucking crazy chick who's down to fight cops. Who is this girl?
Tampon nunchucks.
Is she single? I mean, were you looking for her? He's like,
I mean, I didn't know I was looking until right now.
Love at first read.
So Phil said that the tampon was destined for the patrolman's mouth.
Get the
It was destined.
Suck this
to be in his mouth.
She was then seen with both her hands in her genital area with her pants open, followed up by throwing a wet white paper object at the officer. The tampon struck the officer's left shoulder. She then tried to escape into a nearby home, which led to her being arrested.
She just ran into somebody's house?
Well, where the hell would you go if you just slung a wet tampon at an officer? I'm going to hide under a boat in the backyard.
God. I'm throwing pussy blood. Get out of the way. Let me in.
Dude, if you want to get to the front of the line, that's one way to do it.
God.
But she's out of ammo, so you don't have to worry.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Yeah, because the one in her purse is not going to be very effective. Jesus Christ. Hey, you know, tampons are multi-use things, by the way. Because the first time I ever smoked weed was out of a...
Tampon?
The cardboard applicator. They gave me shotguns through that.
Wow.
Because I refused to put my mouth on the same joint or bowl or
Well,
whatever.
allegedly you can roll the papers with the tampon paper. You can roll
No, we
a
didn't do
joint.
that. What they did was they took the freaking tube and they blew smoke in my mouth. And I went...
We use the Bible like real men.
Like real men.
Yeah.
Jim
Corinthians, my ass.
Jim Jeffries is pissed right now.
That's fine. I don't care.
You ever had a used tampon thrown at you?
No.
Not yet.
No. And I hope I don't.
Look, his next show, instead of tomatoes, they're going to be throwing... That's disgusting.
No one's ever thrown anything at me during a show, and I would like to keep it that way.
Let me introduce you to Cora Fields.
Is that her name?
That's her name.
Takora?
She's 28. She's a little younger than you. You can rob her cradle
Well,
a little
obviously,
bit.
she's throwing her blood at people.
No, she's not 30 yet.
She doesn't have like 40, oh, yeah, a job, and, I've got a 401k.
I was a Floridian. I'm offended because there's definitely 48-year-olds that'll throw some tampons at you. Look at this.
All right, enough of that disgusting shit. All right, the next story comes from Orlando.
Oh, good.
A 27-year-old guy has been using a contraption on his car to avoid paying tolls. He was finally caught in Orlando when a trooper behind him saw his license plate 1 second, then it disappeared. And it reappeared after passing through a toll booth. He would hit a button and a screen would cover the plate as he passed through the toll booth.
Imagine at the movie theater when the screen drops down.
Yeah.
Same concept.
Yeah.
I've always wanted to do
That
this.
sounds like, yeah.
That guy's awesome. He's my hero.
Except for the fact that he did it. Like, if I'm going to do that, I'm looking in the rear view and going, oh, look, there's a cop behind me. I'm not going to hit this goddamn button.
Yeah, but how many red lights did he get past? How many tolls did he get past?
For red light, oh my God, red light cameras?
Hell yeah, drop it down. What's up, camera?
That's awesome.
I mean,
Good
I'm
for
down
him.
with the idea, but be a little better with what you're doing there.
I mean,
yeah, shoot
pay
the cop.
pay one toll. Throw $1.50.
You know what I'm saying? The one, I'll pay that
Yeah.
when there's a cop behind
Well,
you.
it could have been unmarked, so he may not have known.
That's true.
But I do love the idea.
Next time,
the
throw
idea
your
is
tampon
awesome, right?
at this
Yeah, that's a good
windshield.
idea. That guy has to be pretty smart to build that.
Yeah,
and put it
because
in his car.
my idea was a cable that you pulled, but his was like electronic.
Mine was like it flips in, like the old James Bond car. Like it
Right,
just
it's
flips.
bloop.
Bloop. Yep.
Or the tag just falls. I'm lazy. I don't want to do this anymore.
Dropping tags behind you.
But basically, that just meant I held the thing the whole time, and then when I didn't want it just to be seen, I just let it go.
My idea was to have someone in the trunk that just threw a tablecloth over that bitch as we went through.
I've seen that. There's a meme where somebody did that with a motorcycle. The passenger dropped down and covered the plate when they went through the toll.
Word.
Smart. Yep.
That was smart. No, it wasn't.
Genius.
No,
They didn't get caught. I don't think.
You know what I've always wanted, though, is I wanted to put a paintball gun thing in my grill so that when people block me out from getting into
Now
into
that
the
would
street,
draw police attention.
What if I was rich enough, I wouldn't give a shit. You know what I mean?
I want a machine gun, and he's going with paint.
I want missile launchers. What is this, twisted metal?
It's like, yes, exactly.
I want something that washes off. You know what I mean?
I mean, you can wash off a bullet.
You can wash off a bullet.
Wash off a bullet.
Is that wrong?
It's good. You're good. You can wash off a used tampon to hit you
I
in the
choose to be
shoulder.
ignorant about the situation.
Yeah, I don't think you choose that.
Hey, look at you. You got it.
Shut your mouth. That's not how bullet holes work.
So anyway, those are our Floridians for the day.
I just Wikipedia'd bullet holes. It says use a sponge.
Jesus Christ, what the hell is wrong with you?
Sorry.
Are you really?
No.
You're not sorry.
Not the least bit.
You just put a little...
Put a bullet hole sticker over it.
put a Band-Aid over it.
I don't understand. That won't work. Get the camouflage one so it blends in.
Why won't it work?
It'll work just fine. The adhesive will hold up through everything except a car wash. You ever had a Band-Aid never leave you in a shower? Just stays there forever. There's the outline for 3 days. Did you ever take a shower?
You ever been shot?
If you put a Band-Aid over a bullet wound, it's perfect.
What is this shower shit that you speak of?
It's a garden hose outside.
Oh. Yeah,
it's like a bucket.
It's a bucket. Oh my God. So let's get back to you, Matt, a little bit, if you don't mind. Is that all right?
Sure.
All right, we're gonna get personal. No, I'm just kidding.
Do that shit.
How many tampons you wearing?
So when you're writing jokes, seriously, when you're writing jokes, are they personal experiences that you come from, or do you just like as you're running around and shit happens, you jot that down and work on it later?
Both.
Yeah. I mean, are you constantly writing jokes?
Yeah. If something funny happens, I'll write it down.
Right.
Just, on my phone and whatever.
My Twitter.
That's getting into that habit is
tough.
The best, but it is hard to be like, I said something funny, got to write it down because you're just laughing in the moment typically.
Have you ever woke up in the middle of the night and went, like, had a dream that went, oh, I got to keep that, and not to tell it as a dream joke.
I'll get a joke. I'll get like an idea in the shower or like when I lay down to go to sleep, and then
That's just funny.
And then I'll have to get out or like get up and be like, all right, God damn it, I'll write it down.
Do you ever record it? I mean, do you ever just go?
No,
that seems weird.
That
right?
feels weird. I'm
It's
not
hard.
Like
It's really hard to do.
80s
some people
reporter.
are visual, some people are audio. And
Yeah.
if you have to see it, especially to remember it, because one of the big things that I notice is there's very few guys that will use paper on stage. So there's very few guys that will actually refer to their notes. Everybody else's memory. Michael Shea, I saw him before he went to SNL, and there was a certain point in the show where he's like, all right, guys, pick a topic. I got it all up here. Let's do it. I was like, that's fucking amazing. But you've got to have that. You've got to be sharp like that.
You do. You got to be really solid.
Have you had a joke that you thought was hilarious and it didn't hit quite right, so you just went back and reworked it and it killed?
I've had jokes. Yeah, sure. I've added stuff to jokes and made them better. You work on them.
Now, have you ever added stuff to a joke that you thought was going to make it better and then it still didn't work out?
Yeah, and then you scrap that shit.
Do you just scrap
Yeah.
it? You just give it up?
I don't give jokes a very long life if they're not like, I'll try it and I'll try it a few times, see if it goes anywhere, and then I'll just throw it away.
See, it's interesting because we've had a few people in here that have said, I never scrap a joke. It may work at a later time. I'm more with you where you throw it away. If this shit's not working, get rid of it and move on, right? I mean, there's enough out there.
Sure.
Right?
I mean, I don't throw away anything that works. I mean, if it works, I'm going to keep it. I don't know if that's what they were talking about. Like,
No.
I would never throw away a good joke.
Right, but they're saying that, like, we've had them actually come in here and say, even though the audience didn't like it, I still love it.
Yeah.
So I'm not getting rid of it.
Fuck that. That's dumb. You're being selfish.
It's all about the audience, right?
Yeah.
I mean, everyone has their own approach, right? I mean, but yeah.
Well, I think there's a truth factor. Like, I've said something where I'm like, that's funny, and then I thought about it, and I was like, oh, well, if you think of it this way, it's just not true. It's not true anymore.
You have to tell the difference between what's funny in the moment and what you can like write down and make funny later.
And then who that's to, surprisingly, talking to all the guys and girls that have done this, I haven't heard anybody say, when I was in Knoxville or when I was in so, you just can't do that joke there. I haven't really heard that where your style doesn't work. And maybe it's because you guys tour in different places that might like you. I'm not sure.
I heard that, like, I was worried about Seattle because everyone was like, they're super PC and they're going to hate you. But really, they were fucking all. If you're funny, you're funny. No one's going to give a shit. The only thing I will say is the further north, like, the anti-religion shit I do will piss people off more than anything, especially as, like, the further north I go. It's going to get worse until I start to get to, like, New York or Pennsylvania where people are smart.
Yeah, you don't want to hit the Bible Belt and start telling Jesus jokes. I mean, pretty much, right?
Yeah, it's weird. I got family, and it's just even talking to them. It's like,
like I've done shows in North Florida where they're just like, "Hey, hey, what are you doing? Like instead of laughing, they'll be like, no.
What was that JB was talking about? Was it he and Bushnell? He was in somewhere and he didn't say where he was, but he made the joke right after Trump did whatever, and they're like, "Oh, you were up in so and so," and like everybody in the comments.
Oh,
section,
that was the fucking Thanatos room.
Yeah,
that place is a shithole.
Everybody knew where that was.
Shout out to the Thanatos room.
Thanatos has a
Fuck
shithole.
that place. Good God.
We're not worried about burning that bridge. I can tell you that right now.
That room will beat you down.
Where's that 301?
It's I don't even know what the road is called. It's really it's some biker bar in the middle of nowhere. Like it was terrible.
So you've done a lot of comedy or what do you call them? Contests, if you will. Like,
not as much anymore, but yeah.
But you have in the past,
day,
right?
Yeah.
Because JB was in here and insisted that we ask you about how many times you beat him out of winning comedy contests. He's like, I always come in second behind Matt Fernandez.
But everybody had the misconception that JB always wins them.
Right.
That was a long. I mean, I
He
don't
made
even-
it sound
I don't
like-
even remember going up against JB.
Well, just so you know, it's still fresh in his head. It still hurts.
I'm trying to like.
What
That was,
happened
a
at
long,
Fernandez?
that was a
Win.
long time ago.
He said it was. He made it sound like it was a few. He actually said to us, "Ask Matt," because he told me you're
No,
going to be
I used to do a lot. That was the only way you could get paid, like starting out.
Was to
That
beat JB Ball?
No, was to be funny for 6 minutes, which is
Right.
the worst.
It still helps.
Yeah,
I mean
you
they're
get
still
good.
doing that. I judged one of them.
Really?
That's a little yeah.
Yeah,
It's tricky. It's interesting.
6 minutes is weird. Now,
And with 64 people or however
Yeah.
they
Oh,
divide
my
it down,
God.
yeah, that's a lot of pressure.
So 6 minutes. How was the transition from 6 minutes to like a 30-minute set or to a 45-minute set? How was that transition? Was it difficult?
long and arduous.
Was it?
What do you think you have right now? Like,
No, I'm gonna record my hour this year.
so you have a full hour?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. I can. Yeah.
Now, knowing what you know now, and I'm thinking we're going back to the future Endgame, doing stand-up. I've heard of guys that are come back or whatever, they have 4 or 5 specials, and they have another hour or something like that. How hard do you think that is to recreate?
I think that's impressive if you can if you can write 2 hours together. That's great. Like, but those are also comics who are comics. Like,
Okay.
They don't. I have a day job,
Okay.
so I
Okay.
can't just write all day as much as I would love to. But
Gotta pick a better job.
but I mean, it's not like as soon as that hour is done, I'm already going to be working on shit that.
I mean, in hours, I'm not downplaying
No,
an
no,
hour
no, no.
at all.
hours are long.
I mean,
goddamn
45 minutes is really the most a lot of people talk about, especially coming through. And I've seen shows like Ralphie May. I've seen him do an extension, but we were only supposed to see him for 45 to 55 minutes. He went on for an hour and 15.
Yeah.
Something like that. That's not common. You're not going to see that.
Joe,
very
I saw
much.
Joe Coy do an hour and a half, and it was solid. He did nothing but crowd work for an hour and a half, and was great at it.
Yeah.
Like those kind of people really impress me.
But I mean, you've headlined, right?
Yeah.
So I mean, like when you're headlining, you're the last act up there, obviously.
That's
so
how
if
it goes.
If you feel genius, so if you feel like it's going well, will you just keep it going? I mean, like if your time is coming up, or do you go ahead and end it? Or I mean, would you keep it going? Like we went and saw Rio at Improv, and his time was up, but he went 20 minutes over, and it didn't die. It, you know, what I mean, the energy was still there, everything was still going well. I mean, have you ever done that? Have you ever run over?
I mean, I wouldn't stop a show if it was going really well, but you know, I try to stick to my time, especially because like a lot of clubs will have multiple shows in one night.
So
or,
just out of respect for
yeah,
the club
just
more
you know,
than
not to be a dick.
Right,
But,
I got you.
But I mean, I wouldn't if it was going great and I was crushing. I'm not gonna come to an abrupt stop and end it.
How about telling the same joke different ways to keep it fresh?
That's it goes back to like I like to add stuff more than I like to change stuff.
Okay.
Like I'll think of a good line or a good word or something along those
But
lines.
not necessarily
But I won't really
addition-
switch the order around.
Okay.
No, not really.
How about the inflection or the approach, the
Oh,
delivery?
the inflections. Yeah, I've
I said
inflection.
inflection.
No, I know what you meant.
Injured
Inflections are really important. Actually, something I've learned over the last couple of
It's
years.
like timing.
Yeah,
It's the same thing.
It's super important.
Are they equally as important, the inflection and the timing? Are they, or does one kind of grab people more than the other?
Timing you can feel. You can if you can't feel, you can feel it.
So
you
inflection
know
you
when
develop.
to talk, and an inflection you have to learn.
Well, that can change the joke.
Because like when
just by the
you heard
words.
that when the clip you played, I just sound like monotone. Like I wanted to be. You know, I loved deadpan comics and that idea.
Stephen Wright.
Yeah, like Morgan Murphy, fucking all those people. Mitch Hedberg.
Mitch Hedberg.
Yeah.
I mean, that That guy was a modern day genius, I thought.
Yeah, he was great. I wish he was still alive.
Yeah, well, all the great ones you wish were still alive, right? Only the good die young, isn't that how they say it? So, Mike, what's up?
Good thing. Oh, wait, what? I'm okay with people going out on top.
Yo, your hand soap game is dope.
Love Burns, he loves your hand soap.
Oh, shit is tight.
He smells
I'm
like
going to
Care
Bath and
Bear.
Body Works tomorrow.
You can buy 3 for $15.
Oh, really?
What the fuck? Oh, it was complete lube.
I was petting the dog and eating burritos.
Hand soap in his hand, burrito in his hand, and petting
Bath
the
and
dog.
Body Works does not have that smell. Burritos and wet dog.
In that order for some reason. And then I wash my hands.
Do what you got to do.
So do you stay busy in the area? I mean, do you do a lot of shows? I know you don't do the open mics, but have you been doing a lot of shows?
Yeah, the holidays are always slow. I like to take like November, December, January. I'll spend most of the time prepping for like February, March, April, May, because that's when I really like to get to work. And it's also when I write a lot as my downtime. But yeah, there's a lot of stuff coming up. I'll be headlining Side Splitters in March.
Oh, will you?
And I'll be there with Nick DiPaolo the whole weekend, and I'll be headlining the early Saturday show. And Jacobs just put me on a show on March 25th in Ybor at the Attic. It's
Really?
this cool little spot that is like above a brewery.
I don't think we've heard that one yet. Have
It's
we?
a really
Is
nice.
that the one that we're not supposed to know about?
It's a nice looking room.
No, that's different. But the Attic.
Go to that show at the Attic. That's what I'm telling you.
Oh, okay.
All the addicts.
Me and Johnny B will be there, and Jacobs. It's
Oh,
gonna
Johnny B will be there, huh?
Yeah. It's gonna be good.
Now, I think Johnny B is hilarious.
Yeah, you should.
I think he might be my favorite on radio personality right now.
He's great.
You know what I mean? I don't think he's as big as he should be yet.
He was funny before he got on radio.
Yeah,
I think that's
yeah.
a great way to do it.
Yeah, I mean, and he's just, dude, you can't stop listening
He's
to
been
him.
funny since I started.
How long have you known him?
He booked me on my first show that wasn't an open mic.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he booked me. It was at I think it was at a bar in North Tampa somewhere. I don't remember what it was called.
So Chili's?
No, it wasn't shitty. It was like the Ace Club or something kind of one of those places.
It was Chuck E. Cheese. You got a picture of bear.
I would have gone to that. Only if you did the animatronic.
So that crumpled napkin, like, have you ever won the Golden Pussy?
Yeah, I had it for a little while.
Did you?
I wasn't able to defend myself because I was in Seattle when they did the last one.
Oh, Steve Miller won that
Steve
one.
Miller won,
Okay.
yeah.
So that's why he won, because you
But
were
he had
there.
a fucking asterisk next to his name.
Matt was in Seattle.
Heads.
I've done that a few times, man. Those
So
are
pretty
fun.
much they're lucky to win when you're not in it.
Oh,
Is that-
no. I didn't win the first one. I don't remember who won the first one. I think it was JB.
Did you like the way they rearranged that thing where instead of just pulling them out one by one, or you know what I mean?
Law fed them
actually
better.
Yeah.
I thought that worked.
It got better after.
It was more Who's Line-ish.
It was they kept up.
Well, I think the first one that we went to was like 4, and they gave JB NASCAR. I'm like, okay, this is gonna suck. Sorry, JB.
Me and JB did one of the kind of similar a thing to that, but like when we were first starting out, and we were out in Port Charlotte, and it was weird. It was. I think I got like motor oil, and I just was like, "Don't put motor oil in a baby." And
that's funny because the first one we saw was something weird, and then it ended up Steve Miller had something, and it went into some weird child porn thing.
Yeah, sure.
I'm
That
like,
sounds like Steve
it was
Miller.
fucking hilarious, but it was like, whoa, there's that line. That Tosh.0-ish kind
Do you
of.
like that type of venue? Like, do you like that improv type of thing like that?
It's fun. It's
It's
nice
fun,
to
right?
do every once in a while. It's a cool exercise.
How about the roasts?
The roasts are, great.
Because we missed the first John Jacobs roast, but we totally got this last one.
Did you?
Oh, the one
You were
with
there? Krishna Reddy
with
one?
Krishna?
Oh, shit, yeah, we were there for the Krishna.
You beat
guys
the
only
shit out of
picked-
John.
Yeah, John Jacobs and Cam Bertrand ate it.
Me and John typically write for each other when we do roast. We did the same thing at the first one.
Do you really?
we go after each other, and that's it's fun. It's nice to do that. It's good. It's a different. I like writing different stuff. It's nice to.
Now,
not
how do
always
you
write
how
the
do you
same
approach
thing.
that? How do you prepare for a roast? I mean, do you actually do research, or just based on what you know about the
I
guys?
know a lot about them.
Most of them, right?
Yeah.
You spent a lot of time
Spent
with
a
them.
lot of time with them.
Well, I think, for me personally, and I would say we brought a few people with us, I'm sure they appreciated it because, like, seeing your stand-up and then seeing your improv is one thing, but seeing a roast and how you prepare for it is something special to see how funny you are, how creative you are, and then get the crowd into knowing who these people are. Because I know a lot about John. Apparently, he's had a couple kids or potential kids.
You got that from the roast, huh?
Yeah,
Literally everyone had that joke.
It's like Wikipedia. No? It's a Wiki roast.
Right, he was rich, moved to California.
He had kids
thought he was
temporarily.
He had a beamer. He had a beamer, and then he didn't.
He had temporary children.
Right, he's really pissed that Planned Parenthood's gone.
But yeah, I loved it. I love that. I love the crumpled napkin. I love the improv. And even see it like JB didn't do great the first one we saw, but the second one he was fine. You know, I mean, and
it's all about what you get.
Absolutely, it's total timing.
It's
But it's good to see you guys develop. So where are you going to be next? We got Chappelle.
Chappelle, yeah.
Where is
That'll
that?
be the 11th at the Van Wezel, but it's sold out.
So that's sold out, so
you
fuck you
can't
guys.
come,
You
but
can't
you
go.
can come to McCurdy's that same weekend on the, let's see, was that 11th? So you can come there the 10th, the 9th, the 8th, or the 12th to McCurdy's. I'll be there the rest of the weekend.
Or the 8th, 9th, 5th, and 12th.
Yeah, something like
We'll
that.
do that.
Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Sunday, I'll be at McCurdy's that same weekend. And March 25th at the Attic in Ybor. Side Splitters, March. Oh, yeah, Doug Benson at the Tampa Improv, March 1st.
Ooh.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
We might be able to work that one out.
Yeah,
February, March. MattFernandezWorld.com. Find them.
Well, we'll get all your information. We'll get out there and promote it and push it. And like the March 1st one, we may actually go ahead and get a open mic crowd there. We like to get 15, 20 people out and go support you guys. You know what I mean?
Ooh.
So we'll come see you.
That'll be a great show.
Seriously. Well, you're going to be there. Of course, it'll be great.
Aw.
We don't even need to see Doug.
Shucks.
Doug Hill.
I've seen him before. He's fine. He's funny. If he's high, it's cool.
Matt, thanks for coming in, man. We really appreciate it,
thanks
brother.
for having me.
Thank
guys.
you,
It was a
Matt.
blast.
We are going to be out at Side Splitters, hopefully, if I got the email properly, to see Cam. And we didn't see who. It doesn't matter. We're going to see Cam. February 11th.
February 11th, Cam.
He's going to be hosting at Side Splitters. Let Stan know. Get involved, of course, with the show. OpenMicTheShow.com, Open Mic Live, all the other places we are on the internet.
Now, this Saturday, we're going to be at Bear and Brownies on Waters Avenue to see Cruel Curses and Trigger City Trio, which is that band that he was referring to earlier that he liked. We're going to go see them perform and talk to them and bullshit around, you know what I mean, make friends. Or
Where are they playing?
It's called Bear and Brownies. It's right on Waters Avenue. You're from the area, right?
Yeah, I
You know
know.
where that new parkade is?
Laurie Parkade?
Laurie Parkade. Okay. Waters
in
Avenue.
Florida.
Waters in Florida. Got it.
Between there and Armenia on the left.
All right, we'll be
Gotcha.
there in Armenia to the left.
We'll
Come
keep you
join
informed.
us.
I mean, I don't know what you do on Saturdays. I know you don't.
You want to play video games? Laurie Parkade. Super Mario Brothers?
Do they
Boom, boom, boom. Ninja Turtles?
Really?
It's a barcade.
You've never seen
awesome.
it? We'll talk about
Where?
it after the
That's
show.
on Florida and Waters?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Fuck, I'll go to that
Oh, that's
anyway.
just
I'm going to
badass.
go now.
That's awesome.
All right.
We're
We're going to go.
I'm going to go take a shower because,
Oh, I'm not. We're going to go drink beer and play video
Gross.
games. What do you need showers for?
Dude, just rub that hand shit all over you. You'll be fine.
All right,
That's
we
actually
will be back next week with people.
Amanda Hammers and Rich
Oh, I
Keane
love those guys. They're so cool.
from Sunshine and Bullets and a young protege, Jonathan Rock.
Jonathan Rock's coming back in studio. Check us out next Thursday at 7, openmictheshow.com.